Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Superstar PartyPlex game. My name is Zen, and I am your DM for today. And joining me, we have.
Hi, hello. My name is 20 Crows in a Trench Coat. Crows for short. I will be playing Ezra.
Hi, hello, I'm Mira. I will be playing the local pizza boy and person who has a fear of clowns. Well, not just a fear, a phobia of clowns. James!
Hi, I'm MJ, and I'll be playing the horrors, aka HareWire.
I'm Tired Penguin. You can call me Pengu because that's my name and I exist. I'm playing the Grumpy Bird Man, Kestrel Tombs.
Yay!
Yippee!
uh, so, it's been so far a pretty quiet day at the PartyPlex. You know, there's always people in and out, a lot of kids coming to see everything, but there are busy days and there are less busy days. And this is one of those less busy days. Uh, it's nearing closing time. There hasn't been a lot of foot traffic. And so the three of you all find yourselves without very much to do. And just all happen to be uh hanging out in Senora Speedway, or I guess Kestrel might be patrolling, but that's where you are. Do you want to roll perception?
Uh, yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
What's your perception, sir? +1. I forgot his wisdom isn't good.
20.
Woo, 17.
Oh, sweet, I have a +4.
Oh,
4. I got a 4.
D20.
Whoops.
Damn it. It's 16.
All right. Well, Kestrel is pretty caught up with his own sort of thing, but James and Ezra, as they're just sort of hanging out, will spot along the back wall of Senora Speedway. There's all these like car garage doors for the party garages, which are basically private party rooms off of the main racetrack for kids that like the go karts and want to have their party as close as possible. And you all will notice one of those doors slowly beginning to like creak open as it's lifted by a brightly gloved hand. And
Oh no.
the door doesn't fully open, but opens up enough for you to see a certain person in a bright and colorful rabbit costume who sort of looks out onto the speedway, waves, and then drops the door, which closes with a crash, and that will finally get Kestrel's attention.
James says aloud, I don't think that person works here.
Yeah, I don't think either. I haven't seen them around.
Hey, Kestrel?
Kestrel. Yeah, Kestrel is approaching and he is in an ass like, who was it?
James gives a
What did they look
description
like?
of who what he saw, just like, yeah, I don't think they're an employee. We should probably do something about
Kestrel.
very
that.
brightly colored. Very brightly colored.
Kestrel knows about the rainbow rabbit as security, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he's just like, ah.
James' trouble senses are tingling.
He doesn't fumble. He pulls out his gun because he has one.
James's eyes go
Pulls out
wide.
gun.
We should
stood
It's a
at
clarify.
razor
us.
blaster, but
It's not a real shoots bullets gun. It's a laser tag gun.
Okay.
it's a razor blaster. But
But
it's
still.
the best he has.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I do a gesture at some of James's backstory. Guns have been a no-no.
Ooh.
Oh no!
But he also looks
RaRa.
really interested. But he's also just like, oh, gun. Gun.
Does he
At least
say
this
that?
gun
Gun.
doesn't shoot bullets. It's probably less harmful than a battering or whatever. A jar ring?
A jar ring.
What? What is that?
What?
The Batman XP is called Night Jar, so
Oh.
I
And the
lovingly have
Batmobile is
christened
called-
it as jar ring.
the Batmobile was the Jar Mobile, so I'm like, okay, that means everything's jar, so it's the Jar Cave.
Yep. Because the first Peregrine was really bad at names and a gremlin.
Jar shark repellent.
Yeah.
Does Mira does James just say gun though? Does he just
Yeah,
look at
he's
it
just
and
sort of
say,
like,
oh?
Oh, gun. Gun.
Gun.
Kestrel might just also look back at you and just kind of just nod, just like gun.
A gun. Yay. Ezra does not say yay, but it's like a gun.
I'm pretty sure Kestrel pulled this same gun when you guys were down in the basement together and chasing shadows too.
He did. He
Probably,
pulled it
but-
on the child ghost.
But he was
What?
he was a little distracted, I think, just because he was focusing so hard on eggs
And Chip, but yeah.
and Chip. Yes. Gay.
Anyway. Yeah. I mean, everything looks normal now, but that garage door sure did slam a second ago.
James is gonna kind of like be like slightly behind Kestrel just because he is a rogue and he's used to being in bigger people's shadow. I look at Nightjar.
Aw. Kestrel would probably also at least try to like radio other security. Anyone else who's there?
I think
Can he do that? Am I allowed to do that?
you can try, but I think your like the response you get is just well go after her.
Kestrel's just
Try and send
I
someone.
am doing the Kestrel's just aghast, like I am doing the responsible thing and notifying other people that it's a kidnapper.
Mhm.
Is this a day or night? I'm blinking.
It's still daytime, but it's like an hour or so before they close for the day, so it's maybe it's night, but they're not closed.
Not closed yet.
Mhm.
Towards closing,
Kestrel
but not
just-
quite there.
Mhm.
Who knows? Maybe the brunt of
Yeah.
security is right now, like seeing off all the guests for the day.
Yeah.
Kestrel just sighs at the response on his Razwatch. It's just like, jeez. Ugh. And
No,
I think he kind of
can
looks
help.
back at like James and Ezra hiding behind him.
I'm very sneaky.
Do
Uh,
either of you have weaponry or magic?
I have magic and some tools I could use.
Let me
weapons?
actually look at his equipment. Okay. Yes. Da-da-da-da-da. RD.
What
10.
class is James?
He's a
He's
rogue.
He's just said that.
Ooh, nice.
We have 2 rogues and a ghost.
Artificer.
And a
And
nerd
an
ghost.
artificer ghost. Oh, that's
And
even
a
worse.
nerd. Oh.
Oh,
We have 2 rogues and a nerd. Yippee!
Uh,
That'll be
James,
fine.
in answer, James just kind of digs into his hoodie pocket and pulls out a jar ring, aka a dagger.
The dagger.
Yeah. Where's okay? There's slash out roll. Ezra is going to try to pull out their. I guess that their weapons are actually gonna come in handy now. They're gonna try to pull out their great club.
Ooh.
We're gonna pretend it's like a wrench or something.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Also, I
giant
just had
cartoonish wrench for bludgeoning.
Yes.
I also just had
Concussion.
the really funny mental image of, depending on if James actually is proficient in this kind of weapon. Let me look. Darn it! I don't think he has like smacka uh, ability, but I just thought it would be really funny if he also had a frying pan.
That sounds wonderful. That sounds wonderful.
I mean, you could be armed with a frying pan ineffectively. You don't have to be proficient to hold a frying pan.
No.
That's true. That's true. He does also have a frying pan, I am going to say. Mainly just for the rule of funny.
Good.
Like, it probably just does a d4 of damage.
Why does Ezra have a crossbow?
Why not?
Ezra,
Good for him.
Good for
Good
him.
for it.
for him.
Is Ezra he it they or just it they?
He it they.
Okay, Pog. Anyway, yeah, Kestrel has verified that you are probably not gonna die.
I
Responsible
won't.
of him.
Again. Hopefully.
Well, Kestrel still asked. Kestrel still. I don't. Like, how obviously is Ezra a ghost?
Not very obviously. Like, they are pale.
I don't know if
They
I don't know
sometimes
if
just.
Kestrel knows that you're a ghost.
Nor do they know that. Do they know that Ezra is? Like, do they just think that this is just a guy?
Entirely possibly, yes.
I sit here and
Kestrel's
vibrate.
just like, well, Kestrel's just like, well, you both seem to want to be involved, and since I'm not getting other backup, apparently you'll have to do.
James,
He's gonna go to the door. Finally.
James is giving a thumbs up and following suit.
Yeah. Ezra will follow behind as well.
Alright.
Yeah. Kestrel finally goes to the door.
So, Kestrel lifts up the garage door into the party garage. Can everyone roll me a whiz save real quick?
Oh boy!
Oh. Fun.
Okay, what is your wisdom score, my buddy?
Whiz
Nat
save is
20.
Just a +1,
Oh,
Birdman.
Woo!
Oh.
Ah!
Yay!
Whoa.
320.
Oh, there it is. Okay, that's a
Everyone's doing
+3.
great.
James?
Okay, there we
That
go.
is
11.
11.
Dice
11.
parser hates spaces, you guys. You can't use spaces.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
To be fair, mine was I was trying to go back into the box and didn't realize there was a space.
Fair. Alright, so James is the lowest with an 11, and Kestrel got 20, and Ezra got 22, not 20. Way to go, Ezra. I feel bad that this is not a super meaningful roll. As Kestrel lifts up the door into the party garage, there's like a broom leaned up against it that suddenly comes falling at you guys. Kestrel and Ezra, this is no big deal. I think it might like lightly smack James a little bit, but it's not much of a spook as far as spooks go. And with
James does yelp.
Are you good?
Bonk.
Are you good?
It's fine. I'm fine. It was prank, I think. Or some trying to attempt to slow us down, maybe. He kind of
Kestrel
shakes his
keeps
head a
walking.
little.
And now,
Kestrel keeps walking as soon as James says it's fine.
and now that you have opened the party garage up, everyone roll a perception or investigation.
Yay!
Kestrel's
Perception or
investigation is much
investigation,
better.
my favorite.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Ezra has a +5 to investigation. Well, that's
Not
not gonna
bad.
So
help
does
you here,
Kestrel.
is it?
Woo! A 22.
Ooh.
Dirty
a
22.
A nat
Nat
one
Oh,
for
that's a nat
Kestrel.
one.
Oh.
Well,
Oh no.
And now everyone rolls the inverse of how they did.
well, even Kestrel and Ezra can notice that there appears to be some rainbow glitter on the floor, leading to a doorway at the back of the room that leads into the staff tunnels. With a 22, James will see that it looks like this glitter was deliberately spread pretty thickly. There's like clumps of it where it seems like a handful was intentionally dropped in one place. It seems like whoever left this very much wanted you to be able to follow the trail and find them.
James, squinting suspiciously. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a trap.
I'm looking at Kestrel's features.
Well, are you going
Can
to
I?
follow the trail
Can I-
or?
Would I possibly
Kestrel
be able?
is.
Oh,
Kestrel
Crows?
is, but he is gonna try and be aware, thanks to James pointing that out.
Mm-hmm.
would I be able to use like detect magic in this situation to see if it is a trap?
You can use detect magic whenever you want.
Okay, I'll do that. Wait, do I roll for that?
Kestrel also has some good reactions that he can use depending on what the trap is.
Okay. Yeah, no, this isn't a rolling spell. Yeah, can I use detect magic to attempt to detect if this is a trap?
Sure.
Uh,
So detect magic for up to 10 minutes. You sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. And what you're getting with this is just a faint ambient magic of the PartyPlex. There's nothing special about the room. There's nothing special about the door. Nothing special about the 20 feet or whatever of staff tunnel that's within range.
okay. Uh, I guess I'll go towards the door that the other two are and be aware and be wary.
Yep.
Kestrel is specifically putting himself first simply because he's the security guard here and he's pretty sure he's more able to handle it than these two twinks.
I'm gonna put that in. Am I gonna put that in corkboard?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Than these two long paused twinks. Anyway, yeah.
Uh,
Kestrel's gonna try and open the door.
And the door opens, and it opens onto the staff tunnels, which are, gray concrete, but there is a still very obvious path of rainbow glitter leading off into the staff tunnels.
He just
It's
kind of
almost-
hums.
James is just kind of like gonna say, it's almost insulting how obvious this is. As he's following the glitter.
Kestrel's just squinting. How dark is it? Does he need to pull out his employee flashlight?
Nope, it's
Well, I need to cast.
normally lit.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
Oh.
the ceiling
Okay,
lights are
pog.
still on. Everything's normally lit. Everything looks normal except for the trail of glitter you guys are following.
A normal hallway with normal
still-
glitter.
He still has out his Razor Blaster then, and he just kind of checks back to make sure that you two are still okay and behind him before he keeps walking.
James is just kind of filled with nostalgia. Kestrel's really
Aw.
reminding him of his dad.
Aww.
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 The horrors remind him of his dad.
I mean,
Aw.
James has a
Family
tendency to go
bonding.
creepy and dark. Cling. Mine now.
Kestrel assigned bird dead.
So you follow the trail of glitter through the tunnels for a minute or two, and eventually it leads to a security room. And
boy.
that's where the trail of glitter seems to end. Does everyone want to roll perception or investigation?
Yep.
Please.
Boy, the PartyPlex's favorite things to roll.
You're forgetting insight.
Oh yeah.
12.
Oh, that's a nat one.
Oh, still
You have a
pretty
plus
good.
9?
Okay, 12.
He's an investigative rogue.
All right. So everyone can see. The security rooms always have a bunch of monitors up on the wall showing off a bunch of cameras. Everyone can see that a bunch of these cameras are either turned off entirely, they're just showing black or static, or they're pointed like up at the ceiling or down at the floor, totally useless places to be looking at. But in the middle of all the monitors is one camera that is pointed at a section of wall that has the spray painted message, "Catch me if you can," with a little winky face on it.
Oh, that's a taunt.
Mhm.
James says
And
in
Kestrel just
character.
grumbles.
with a 12, Ezra and Kestrel will notice that there is a little slip of green paper left on the keyboard.
I'll.
It looks torn on both sides, like it's part of a larger sheet of paper.
Oh.
Okay. It's me, the rainbow rabbit. I know every. Okay. I'm gonna download this. We'll save image.
I'm gonna be putting them in player chat, which doesn't typically move, so they will also be there for reference.
Okay.
I am sitting here and vibrating.
I'm pulling up Google Drawings so I can pair up drawings.
With those
pair up
rolls,
the-
none of you find any more clues about this, but if any of you can think of something else you would like to try to do to maybe get advantage on your roll.
Most of Kestrel's features just have to do with his ability to kill people.
Well, it doesn't need to be a feature or something. It can just be something your character tries to. So,
I mean, he's investigating.
He's investigating, but
I feel like James is gonna just kind of try and poke the monitors and see if the cameras can be pointed into better angles again.
yeah, you can
That's
roll
a good
again
idea.
for trying to interact with the camera system.
Okay, so investigation again or something else?
Investigation again is good.
Okay.
There we
Hey,
go,
a
25.
dirty 25. Woo.
So it turns out that you can't reposition the cameras from sitting at the desk. They are sort of physically positioned. But as you get up close to the screen and start trying to poke around at it, you'll notice that a lot of these cameras seem to be pointing towards what appears to be the same door, which is labeled like basement storage B12. And yeah, that's just like half the cameras that are working seem to be pointed there. And
James kind of sighs and goes, "Why is it always the basement?"
That's where the horrors are stored.
With
Spooky.
25, James will also see one of the rare cameras that is working and not pointed at that door seems to be pointing to some sort of office almost. There's a desk just at the edge of the frame, which appears to have some sort of like paints and arts and crafts supplies on it, and what looks like a heavy piece of metal with like a face carved into it, almost like a mold for something.
Huh.
Huh.
I don't like that.
James is gonna point that out.
There's arts and crafts stuff.
Yeah, it's. I don't know if I have a good feeling about that.
Is it
Agreed.
like? Is it Jackie's room? Well, no.
I should
this-
note the face is not humanoid.
James's mouth kind of just goes. "Mm."
Also, the rest
Okay.
of the room is like plain gray concrete. It's definitely not Jackie's room. It
Okay.
looks like there is a can of spray paint in a color that matches that "Catch Me If You Can" message. So,
I'm just imagining that it's yellow because it's leftover paint from the incident.
maybe.
There's a toss up. It's either yellow or purple. Who knows? Maybe pink. Who knows?
Well, I
Kestrel is
guess.
just sighing.
Well, I guess we should probably keep an eye out for that location, but the basement seems our most logical next step.
Then let's go.
All
Kestrel
right.
just kind of looks at you both. Kestrel's
James.
kind of giving you both a look.
James,
What?
what?
He points at James just like, you are not security. Points at Ezra. I'm not even sure if you work here.
It's complicated.
I'm already invested. You're not pulling me away from this case.
I'm not
That sounds like
planning
words James
to.
has said before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. I'm not planning to, especially since apparently I'm not getting any other backup on this.
I had a thought. What if it had been Bailey that Kestrel message? Would Bailey have been like, do it yourself?
Oh yeah, he probably did message Bailey.
Oh no.
And she's just like, well, go keep eyes on her. I'll send someone when I can.
And Kestrel just not even suspicious, but just chalking it up to the lax policies in this place.
There needs to be a union for this place.
There does need to be a union, but
Words that would give Eli a heart attack.
Words
Yep.
that have already almost given Eli a heart attack.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, are y'all gonna head for the basement and try to find this door?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wanna roll me a survival?
Woo!
oh yeah, what's your
Shaking it
survival,
up.
sir?
Plus,
Plus one.
what is your
20.
survival, sir?
Plus 2.
Okay, plus 3.
Oh, 22.
Wow.
20!
And two nat 20s! Oh my gosh!
20s and a 9.
Uh-huh.
Kestrel,
I'm
buddy.
Kestrel.
Kestrel is struggling.
I'm picturing Kestrel is like on his Raz watch again, trying to message, asking for backup, and getting no help whatsoever. Meanwhile, James, you've been down in the basement recently. Ezra has too, but
Mhm.
for a far briefer time, I think, as he just fell through it. But
Right.
the two of you are able to easily find your way down to the basement and then locate the room labeled B12, which is in a storage area of the basement.
James softly singing to himself.
Goody.
This is probably a trap, but we're going in
It almost-
anyway.
Is the door
almost certainly
unlocked?
is.
You gonna try opening it?
James is
Kestrel
gonna
is putting
try.
himself in front of you two. Kestrel is putting himself in front of you two.
He was gonna try and investigate for traps.
You'll have to say that because Kestrel he's putting himself in front of you two twinks.
James, frowning up at Kestrel, just feeling incredibly like he is a peregrine with his father, going, I was going to investigate the door before opening it.
Kestrel hasn't opened it yet. He's just, I think he looks at you and like, roll a persuasion. I think.
Okay, persuasion is a +3. 16.
16. Yeah, I think that succeeds. Like, he looks at you and he kind of sighs and is just. He steps back a little bit, but still clearly close enough that he is willing to get you out of the way if needed.
James sitting here going like, man, I feel like I'm with my dad internally. Because Kestrel is acting very much like Nightjar.
Aww.
Aww.
Anyways, could I roll an investigation on the door?
Yes.
Woo, a 17.
17. Yeah. This appears to be a normal door, hasn't been tampered with, and seems to be unlocked.
Okay, so normal door, no traps, and it's unlocked. I don't need my picks.
That's just gonna open it.
Mm-hmm. And you open the door to find a room full of boxes and storage. It's pretty dark in there, but there's a light switch next to the door if you'd like to turn the lights on.
Kestrel's probably gonna do that.
Mm-hmm. And the lights turn on to illuminate a very dusty storage room. You can roll perception or investigation to see more.
D20 plus 5. 21.
18.
You got a
All
19.
right.
Kestrel got an 18.
Very nice rolls all around. All right, let's see. So this looks to be a pretty large storage room. It's pretty well packed with a bunch of boxes of stuff. And it seems no one's been here for some time because everything is really dusty. Except for there are some notable footprints in the dust of the room, so someone was apparently in here recently for the first time in a while. And as you poke around a little more, it seems like all of these boxes are full specifically of Rylan themed merchandise. So that's probably why it hasn't been used in a while.
Oh, it's because it's a rabbit.
And there's a vent in the back of the room, and a slip of paper left on one of the boxes.
Okay.
Yummy.
Copy image.
And as the three of you are all looking around the room, poking around, trying to look for clues, you hear the door slam behind you and the click of a lock. And through a little window in the door, you can see RaRa out there, and she waves and winks at you and then skips off.
Can I roll Arcana to go through the door?
I forgot about that. Sure.
19.
Oh, yeah, I would say you managed to push through the locked door.
Kestrel's so confused, I bet.
And RaRa RaRa turns around and sees Ezra coming out of the room and looks a little bit surprised. And hey, Ezra, can you roll a wisdom save for me?
Ezra loves rolling wisdom saves.
Those have always gone well for them.
Glob, I'm sorry. 21!
Holy shit!
Ezra, why are you being confident now?
Wow! Wow!
Mhm. Yeah, so RaRa tried to cast Cause Fear and
Not
scare
again.
Ezra away.
Have you tried to make Ezra no clip through the floor again?
Who knows? And she's like,
Kestrel,
"Oh,
meanwhile, at the door, just
oh, the little ghosty doesn't want to play my game, huh?"
Oh,
Would it
that
be-
made James really mad in my head.
Would I possibly be able to roll history on her voice? Because Bailey did have an interaction with Ezra.
Yes, but she does try to do a slightly different voice. Please don't unmask Bailey here and now. You're already throwing off my
Okay, I won't.
pants.
I am not going to. I am
Okay,
not
thanks.
going to. For lore, for the lore.
For the lore.
For the
for
lore!
the Lord. For the
Meanwhile,
Lord.
James is rolling Hammer's face to get his lockpicks.
Kestrel is also getting his thieves' tools. They just pull him out the same. Wait, hold on. I need to also roll Hammer's face. But I want them to just pull them out at the same time.
Oh, what's Ezra doing?
They pull out their thieves' tools at the
God.
same time.
Ezra is going to prepare Shocking Grasp.
Oh! Kestrel, who has been trying so hard to be the one in front and didn't expect Ezra to go through the door.
The motherfucker is a ghost. What do you expect it to do?
No one was expecting Ezra to
even
go
know
through
that.
the door.
James
Somewhere HareWire is
making
like,
a
I should have
mental
predicted
note
this.
to talk to Ezra after this because, oh, another person to add to the dead being club.
RaRa didn't realize
James,
this
use
was
your
the
thieves-
ghost.
James, you can use your thieves' tools first. Kestrel will just see you also pull them out and just be like, oh, okay.
James
Ezra, roll me
grinning up
another
at
whiz.
him.
Ezra, roll me another whiz save.
Okay. D20 plus 2. 20!
God. Oh. She's like, "Aw, come on, you're being no fun at all. Don't you want to see what else I have planned for you? I had a whole thing planned out."
Oh, that's a 9 for picking at the locks.
At least you want to
Kestrel's
find the
also
rest
going
of
to
my
try now.
fun little note, don't you?
What do I roll for thieves' tools again?
I think
Sleight of hand plus proficiency if you're proficient.
Okay, he is. So, 3 plus 3.
Ezra's autistic Edge does like ARGs, but that is beside the point.
Kestrel gets the locks. Kestrel's thieves' tools succeeded. He got a
Ow!
21.
right now
You'll
it's
go
not the
back
time.
in jail, you guys. Yeah. Well,
We
hey,
can-
as
I
you're
mean-
locking the door, in the vent behind you, you hear a sound though. Clink, clink.
James is gonna turn around and look at the vent.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kestrel kind of gives James a look to like, can you take care of that? I'm working on the locks.
Yeah. Through the vent, you hear what sounds like maybe very distant cries for help.
Oh, James is immediately launching into action.
It's just like, James.
James is
James?
going.
Oh, trauma
Boy.
response.
More like a Pavlovian superhero response.
Kestrel gets the door unlocked, but then he just looks back at you climbing into a vent and he's just like, James.
Someone needs help. Skittering back up.
Oh, hey Ezra.
Yes.
Can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
I'm good at con. I have
Oh
a +6.
no! Oh no! I thought you'd be
Wowee!
bad at
Knock
that.
on wood.
The twink is good at con.
Fuck!
Oh,
Yes!
that one!
Fuck! I jinxed it. Can I pull out the lucky Ezra dice so I can have them on hand later?
Yes.
For
Okay.
later.
In case it's
Oh.
necessary.
In case.
So yeah, that's
okay.
a nat 1.
Yeah, and with that nat 1, Laura is like, oh, come on, just play along for a little bit. Get back in there and follow my little trail of breadcrumbs and see how it goes. And she like points back towards the storage room where the others are. And Ezra finds themselves forced to move in that direction. RaRa has cast Puppet.
Oh. Oh no. Oh. Oh. Hooray. Hooray.
Yeah, and as soon as Ezra turns and starts moving back towards the room, RaRa is running off.
RaRa, no, pull out, slap a piece of plywood over that door and get hammering.
Yeah, she'll do that. She's going to push a filing cabinet over in front of the door and barricade it.
Try phasing through that. Wait,
I mean, it can phase through that, but the two
Salt.
the
Put
two
a row of
physical
salt.
ones can't.
salt it, salt the earth.
Kestrel has just been looking between the vent and Ezra, just like, frick.
Your decision
Ezra's
has
just
been
standing
made.
there very confused and definitely a bit like, oh, that's oh.
James went in the vent.
Why did James go in the vent?
Good question. He's also gonna go in the vent now that Ezra's
Why
back.
are you where do the footprints lead? Like, how far back in the storage do they go? Is there a door in the back of the storage?
They kind of just led into around where you found the note and then back out. Or I think they did actually go back to the vent, and you see
One
some
set
screws
did,
on the
one
floor.
set of footprints.
Okay, I'll go
I
into
think
the
one
vent.
set of footprints went towards the vent.
Yeah, and I'm guessing James is a little bit ahead of you as you start crawling.
Mm-hmm.
So James and then Ezra and then Kestrel, or
It's Kestrel and Ezra.
all right.
Yeah.
Does everyone want to roll a wisdom saving throw?
Oh boy.
No.
Yes.
I jinxed it when I said
Everyone's doing so well now. I say evilly. Oh, Kestrel, you're ruining it. You're being too competent.
Was the 10 James's whiz save for this? The time
Yep.
looks right. Yeah. Okay. So as you start crawling through the metal vent, you hear a loud thump against the top of the vent on top of you, the sound of metal ringing against metal, and then another thump,
Oh.
another thump, some scratches. Yeah, which is enough to startle James and Ezra, although Kestrel is a man on a mission.
Yeah, Kestrel's just still going because he doesn't want James. He's trying to do his job. He doesn't want James to get hurt, and James went into a vent all on his own.
James jolts and kind of smacks his head against the vent, like, ah, ouch.
Roll an R perception for that.
Perception?
Everyone?
Perception.
Okay.
Just James or everyone?
I think
Whoops.
anyone could hear this, but it's triggered by what James just did.
That's supposed to be a
Ah.
12 plus 6, so that's an 18.
Whoa.
Anyone else rolling?
I will too.
Yes.
Perception?
This one.
Perception.
5.
Kestrel is too focused on the mission.
23.
23. Okay. James and Ezra. At James bumping his head on the ceiling of the vent, you can hear a distant snicker from the thumping and the thing thumping and a bumping on the top of the vent.
Could I
What
roll?
does
And
the
I would
snicker
say the
sound like?
snickering for Ezra might sound a little familiar.
Want me to roll history?
Sure.
What with the snicker? What exactly does it sound like?
Oh, you know, typical evil clownish.
Oh
Okay.
no. That's
An
an
evil
11.
clown trying to be sneaky at the moment.
That's familiar enough that oh boy.
You're rolling a whiz save.
Oh,
Ooh.
yep, that's an 8. He's starting to panic a little bit.
Oh no.
I think that laugh is what HareWire sounded like.
Does Ezra recognize it as
Oh, what's the 11 in
Hare?
history?
Yes.
Yes. I say it's vaguely familiar, and you're like, wait, I should know this. I should know this, but due to the intensity of the moment, you can't quite place it.
Kestrel probably has gotten close enough to hear James kind of muttering under his breath. That's not him. That's not him.
I think like you get a hand gently on your shoulder to this.
Oh, he jumps out of his skin, just bumping his head
Ooh.
again, like.
You hear the laughter again, and this time it sounds even meaner. And hey, the bangings are starting to speed up and get closer to you.
Ezra's going to look behind him.
Oh, they're not in the vent. They're on and around the vent.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we're just going with that 8. James is starting to edge very close into a panic attack.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Poor Kestrel's with the 2 nervous wrecks.
Kestrel was around for James's last big panic attack too.
Mm-hmm.
Which one was that? I don't
Chasing
remember.
shadows.
It's the one
Yeah,
where
panic
Harley
attack?
Quinn smiled really meanly and it freaked James the fuck
Oh
out.
yeah. That was the one where my brain died for the end of that game. Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, yes, Kestrel recognizes this because he was there and present mentally. He's like he sees you react even worse to him like trying to put a hand on your shoulder, and he doesn't try that again, but he does try and just say like it just like how do I say comforting words in Kestrel's voice? Jeez.
So antithetical to Kestrel that you can't even conceive of it.
I'm
I
just
can't.
sitting
My brain
here.
is kind of breaking a little.
Like, Kestrel is like such like Nightjar. I am laughing so hard inside.
See, the joke is he's both a DuckTales XP and a Batman XP. That's a joke.
He is? Oh.
No. Anyway, yeah, he tries to say like something along the lines of like "You're okay, just keep moving," but in his voice,
Mhm.
which I can't imagine in my brain.
I
You're
can picture it.
Mhm.
very gruff and just like, we don't have time for panic. We gotta go.
Mhm. Just like you're fine. Let's keep going.
Suppress those feelings for another day.
Mhm.
That's not what he's trying to do. He's trying to make sure they don't die.
But I do think that is kind of enough of a similarity to Nightjar that James just kind of sucks in a very shaky breath and just kind of nods at Kestrel and starts moving forward. It's very clear he's still panicking, but he is at least moving.
We have movement.
Mhm.
Hooray! And that thing crawling around the vent on the outside is still thundering along. You can hear the bang clangs. It sounds heavy. It sounds metal. It sounds, well, I'm not sure if any of you would be able to recognize the sound of an endo crawling on a vent, but
Eh,
To James, it kind of
I
makes
can't
him
imagine
think
that's a
of
common
a crowbar.
experience.
but what does James do?
Well, it just makes James think about a crowbar.
A crowbar, huh? I'm sure that has
Mhm.
nothing to do with his past trauma at all.
Uh-huh, totally.
Hmm.
Are y'all
Oh, poor
moving
buddy.
forward through the vent?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Mhm.
Yippee!
Yeah.
The
Eventually,
horrors.
you crawl. After crawling for a little bit, you reach a section of the vents where a vent cover has been left off, and it's sort of just an empty 2 square feet or so of where the floor of the vent should be dropping down into a room below.
James
Uh.
looking at that going, I don't want to leave. I don't want to go through that. I don't want to meet the thing that's making the noise.
Yeah, in fact, can I say, like, in the vent, like, behind them a little bit, there was kind of like a small opening, not big enough for a person to go through, but can I just say that it kind of sounds like the thing chasing them, like, quickly, like, reaches in, and it's too dark and you're not quite looking that direction to see, but it sounds like it sticks a hand in and claws before pulling back in, out, I mean.
Oh.
James going,
Mm.
Do you want to stay in or out?
The
I
thing
don't
is
want
getting
to meet the
closer!
thing. I don't want to meet the thing, but this is probably the only way we're gonna maybe outrun it. And he's gonna go through the door.
Well,
Well,
not a
the
door.
vent, I mean.
It's a
The hole!
Floor.
mhm,
The hole.
the
He's going
vent
to go through
opening.
the hole. The
Yeah.
opening.
Go in the hole. Go in there.
And you
Go in
drop
there.
Floor.
In the hole. Go in the hole.
Go in the hole.
a few feet from the ceiling before landing on a pile of PartyPlex plushies that break your fall.
Yay!
James
Kestrel
just
tries to
kind of
look down to make sure you move before he goes behind you.
he just kind of flops for a second and then rolls off the pile and goes, "I'm okay."
Kestrel also falls down through.
Ezra will carefully follow behind.
I want to say when Ezra's going, like you're the last one out, you hear the thing that had been chasing you. It sounds like it's almost right above you. Then it stops, and as you're falling out, you hear like the bangs go like bang, 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 and then we're laughing.
Okay, can I roll history on that again?
Yes.
Kestrel just looks up appalled.
Okay, am I okay to switch over to my physical dice?
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
these things are really like me. Well, like Ezra.
That's just
that
a
is
special little guy.
that is a dirty 20
Woo!
on recognizing it.
Ooh.
It clicks in your mind as you're falling. Hey, maybe something about that's familiar, honestly. Hey, wait, this fucking second. That's HareWire.
Ezra's demeanor, is that the right word? Like,
Mm-hmm.
immediately changes and is like, oh, fuck this guy again.
Of course, it raises some questions. Since last you met HareWire, he didn't sound so heavy or metal.
Yeah. Definitely. Like, what?
Do like the others hear him say like this guy again?
Yeah.
You get a look from Kestrel.
James is kind of just on his back, trying to catch his breath and trying to regulate, like,
Ooh.
Kestrel gives a look to Ezra, looks at James and notices he is still coping, and then gives Ezra another look that's like, I'm gonna ask you about that in a second. Not right now, but in a second. And then he kind of goes to James.
Oh, now I need to make a decision. Oh no.
Oh no, a
Decisions!
Ezra
I
has a
love
great-
those.
Ezra has a great track record of making the right decisions.
We don't talk about that.
Oh.
We don't talk about
Yeah.
that, Zen.
How about
We
we try
don't-
with pranks? Attack that dog.
Glob, I'm sorry.
So yeah,
No.
Kestrel's going over
Gaslight the
to
clown you're friends with.
Kestrel's going over to James.
James just kind of like
Yeah.
gives a shaky thumbs up when he sees Kestrel approaching, because like he's just kind of like trying to calm down from flashback slash whatever whatever that was.
Panic.
Yeah.
Kestrel extends a hand to you to help you up, and he does ask, "Are you all right?"
Yeah, I needed some floor time, you know?
Really?
And then he takes Kestrel's hand. Really,
Kestrel nods.
really don't like evil clowns.
Kestrel nods. He has picked up on that.
So yeah,
So,
now James is on his feet. He looks a little better.
yay! Would anyone like to roll perception on this new room you're in?
Boy, would
Yes.
I.
Yes.
Bu- 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 bu-
Or investigation, or just perception.
I think I did that wrong.
Yeah, that wasn't a roll, Mira. Just perception for now.
Okay.
D20. Okay, +4. 22.
14.
Nice.
4.
Kestrel's a little bit preoccupied trying to figure out what's going on. I think everyone
Yeah.
can see that this is a locker room. James and Ezra will notice that it's, it seems to be a pretty big place. Dozens of lockers in here. You're in like one little section of it, but there's more sections. You'll spot like there's a door off a little ways away. And Ezra with a 22 will note, I mean, if the big pile of plushies didn't already give it away, it appears like someone's been messing around in here. Various things have been moved around. So you're probably gonna have to do something about that. Actually, I think Ezra will be the first to spot one of the nearby lockers appears to have some sort of bright green smoke starting to trail out of the vents in it.
Can I use identify to figure out what that is?
Sure.
Like see if
Don't
it's
like
like
that.
if it's
I'm
like
looking it
poisonous
up.
gas or something.
Identify.
ugh.
You learn whether any spells are you choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement, etc. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. Alright, well, if Ezra is willing to stick their hand into the smoke, I'll give them a little bit of stuff for casting Identify.
Yep.
First of all, you don't need Identify to notice that this smoke smells awful. It's very sour and acrid and just nasty to breathe in. But it does not appear to be poisonous or harmful. It's just very unpleasant.
Yeah. Ezra is just gonna cover their face with their jacket, like to try to block out at least some of the smell, and search the locker. Should I roll investigation?
Well, actually, with your 22 perception, you'll see that this locker is locked. There's a combination lock keeping it shut, so...
Can I use my thieves' tools?
You can try, I guess.
Okay, because, yeah,
There's
dialogues,
not
I
a...
think is what it is.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like a combination lock with numbers, so there's not exactly a keyhole, but I guess if you could brute force the lock open, or you could try and see if the combination might be somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna look to see if I can find the combination. I'm gonna relay the info you shared over to James and Kestrel.
And then anyone who wants to can roll investigation to see if they can find a combination for this lock.
Okay.
Investigation.
I'm good at that.
Woo! A
Whoa.
dirty 27.
God damn.
Mhm.
Okay.
Investigation.
Oh, hell yes, that is a 25. Nat 20 plus my 5.
Ooh.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm using the lucky Ezra dice, if that's okay.
17.
Okay.
Oh yeah, very good rolls all around. I'll say James very quickly finds a little slip of green paper with some numbers written on it, held up against a locker, in the next little hallway over by a little Rylan themed magnet. And I mean, you have a pretty good guess who left that. And then for the nat 20, while Ezra is looking around for the code, you notice there is a bit of a scratching sound coming from one of the other lockers. Like something's on the inside scratching against the door.
Oh no. Is this the same
Keep
type of...
that.
Oh no, it's
Is this
it's much quieter than what you heard in the vent. You can only hear it because you're standing like right next to it.
Oh, I did not mean to do that.
And that locker is also locked.
Okay.
But yeah, James found the combination for the smoke locker.
Hooray.
He's gonna hand it over, / maybe just unlock it himself.
Yeah, and inside the locker you see a fog machine with a canister of sinister green liquid plugged into it instead of normal fog machine liquid smoke material.
James's nose scrunches. He does not like that. He's gonna turn the fog machine off first.
Gross.
Yep, and it stops creating fog. The air in the locker room will slowly go back to normal. And
this thing is rancid.
that scratching noise from inside the locker that Ezra noticed, it gets a little bit louder.
Is it also a combination lock?
It is.
I'll roll investigation to try to find the code. Oh god damn, these dice really like Ezra.
Wait, I just had a thought.
What?
I just had a thought. Because Kestrel's... I like to be funny when when the Kestrel in my mind is telling me he's getting a little fed up. Does Ezra still have like that big wrench thing?
Oh my god. Yes.
Kestrel is gonna ask Ezra for that, or just like gesture for it, just like, can I see that for a moment?
Yeah. And is gonna hand it over to Kestrel.
I'm gonna roll a strength.
Oh.
Hold on, I want to use... What feature can I use?
Oh my god, there's gonna be something really funny that happens if this goes well.
You have advantage on attack rolls against anything that hasn't taken a turn in the combat yet.
Has the locker taken a turn in the combat?
I don't think so.
I won't take the advantage if you say that's cheating, but I kind for the rule of funny and for the feature that technically applies to it, can he get advantage on a strength roll against the locker?
Sure.
All right.
I got a 22 on
Yeah.
investigation.
Ezra like hands the wrench off to Kestrel and then goes to wander around looking for a code and notices that like scratched into the cinder block walls of the locker room is a set of numbers. And then behind you you just hear Kestrel smashing this wrench against the locker.
Ezra's immediately gonna turn around and be like, I found the code!
It's
Sure got
too
a
late.
16.
That busts the lock, I think. If you want to
Yeah, I
describe
think you knocked
that.
the lock
just-
right off.
He just goes back and very calmly hands you the wrench back. Thank you.
Yeah. Ezra's definitely like laughing, not at Kestrel, but at the interaction that just happened. And is going to search the locker, or at least get up at the locker and hope nothing will happen.
So Ezra's opening up the locker.
I wonder if something will happen.
Is Kestrel gonna
Yeah.
Where's
What?
James?
The
Where's
locker
James at?
creaks
What are
open
James and
ominously.
Kestrel doing as Ezra is looking into the locker? Do they also want to
Kestrel's
look?
kind of be like over Ezra's shoulder looking in, yeah. To like,
Ezra does not like having people look over their shoulders. But okay.
well,
What's James up
they're
to?
getting loomed over by a tall bird man.
Uh,
Sorry.
he kind of was like a little flinchy at the attack at on the locker, but now he's kind of just settling down a little bit and just kind of watching this happen, I guess.
Everyone want to roll a whiz save as Ezra opens this locker?
Oh boy,
Yay!
that's
This
a
is with
14.
save the game.
Okay, so
13.
17.
All right. Yeah, I'd say those are all good. As Ezra pulls open the locker, a little confetti cannon goes off and sprays some confetti and glitter right into their face, which might or might not just pass through them entirely and hit Kestrel in the face.
It'll
Kestrel's,
definitely
yes, get him glittery, get him glittery.
yes. It'll definitely
Glittery.
it'll definitely spook Ezra from the loud noise that the confetti cannon makes, but not enough to, I'm guessing, cast fear. I'm guessing.
Not enough to be afraid. It's
Right.
it's not casting anything. It's just
This is just
how
to
well
get your blood
character
pressure up.
reacts.
I will
Ectoplasm
say
pressure.
James does kind of jump a little bit, but then he kind of just starts laughing at the confetti.
Kestrel is not laughing. Kestrel looks upset.
Anyone want to roll perception again?
Or
Yeah.
investigation on the contents of the locker.
Yeah. D20.
I'm
plus-
gonna make Kestrel automatically fail that one just because he's very
Oh,
upset
wait.
about being covered in glitter.
Mhm.
That's okay.
Is the perception separate from the investigation?
The
of
perception
the
is a separate thing, so roll those separately.
Okay,
Locker
that
investigation
is
versus.
a 24.
I got a nat 20 for investigation.
Yeah, I got a 19.
So,
Should I
nat 20
still
and
roll?
19 for investigating the locker, and then
I want Kestrel to just automatically fail, but I will roll it.
and then the perception rolls as
15.
well, which I'm guessing is the
Okay.
24 the perception, or
That was investigation.
okay.
Oh, investigation and perception?
Yeah, two different things you're looking at the moment.
Okay,
Well,
so
one
that's
thing
Okay,
you're
15
looking at, and one thing I think
investigation.
you're listening for.
17 for perception.
James got an
15
18
investigation.
for perception.
All right. So the first 3 are the investigation, the last 3 are the perception. You want to handle
Yep.
perception first, MJ?
Yeah, at having a glitter cannon blow up in your face, you hear that distant laughter again, It kind of sounds like it's coming from the vents, but not the same spot in the vents that you were chased from, but more just general vents now. It's in the walls. This guy's laughing at you from the walls.
Oh, that's a nat one.
Oh.
He perceived enough to hear the laughter, and oh boy!
He is
I
not
guess I should have said
thriving.
Kestrel with that 7 did not roll high enough to hear the laughter.
James's own laughter kind of just dies in his throat, and like he's just really pale now.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to do it
He's
to
not.
you.
Mhm. With
He is
the
not thriving.
He is not. With the investigations, Ezra and James will see that what was making the scratching noise inside this locker is some sort of little robotic device. It's got like one outstretched sort of metal rod that's supposed to scrape up against the door, attached to a little motor that's pulling it back and forth. Just a
Mm-hmm.
little doohickey. Also in the locker, there is a little door key on the bottom, little metal door key, on top of another slip of paper. So, how's
James is
everyone
gonna
doing?
take
The horrors.
the key and then just kind of turn to Kestrel and hand Kestrel the key, and then he's just gonna go and sit down and put his head between his knees and just kind of try and breathe.
Oh my god, poor
Oh.
James.
Oh, buddy. Kestra will take the key and then kind of watch as James walks off.
Yeah, Ezra has been
Like-
keeping the paper like in their pocket or something.
Yeah, lucky for James, there are some conveniently located stuffed animals if he wants.
He just kind of buries himself underneath the pile of stuffed animals.
Understandable.
Understandable.
Hold on. Front row seat. Cecil wants to know if they will be lost. Yeah. Cindy got that handled. They would be lost and confused. But hi, future Cecil.
We love you, Cecil.
The horrors are happening, Cecil.
James is very affected.
Oops. Haha.
Whoopsie.
I am having
Oops,
so much
teehee, I
fun.
activated your trauma response.
HareWire is loving this, by the way.
James must be a really tasty snack for HareWire.
Oh.
So yeah, James is just kind of you both just see James crawl into the pile of plushies and just kind of vanish from view for a moment.
Oh.
He's in Plushie
Understandable.
Town. He'll be a moment.
HareWire has to fight back the impulsive thought to jump down that hole and just crash onto James. James gets to live in our day, though.
He's a heavy
Save it for the
endoskeleton. I
wrestling
think that
game.
would just kill him.
Save it for the wrestling game.
I think that would just commit a murder.
He gets
James.
to commit murder just as a treat.
James would
That's tr-
perish.
Oh.
What are the others doing?
Well, Kestrel has a key now.
Yeah, I think Kestrel is enough of an employee to recognize that as the key to the door of the locker room.
Yeah, no one really checked on the door, but
Oh.
Kestrel trying to wipe the glitter, get the glitter off his face. And then he goes to the door.
The door is, in
Mhm.
fact, locked. Good thing you already have a key.
Yeah. he unlocks the door.
Mm-hmm. And the door opens.
At the sound of the door opening, James just kind of pops his head back out from the plushies. He is going to grab one that is nice and squishy and good to hug, and he's gonna take that with him.
Aw.
Which character do you think it is?
Um, remind me who has merch again?
Everyone.
Everyone?
That does
All
not
the
help narrow it
animatronics.
down.
Every animatronic.
Hmm.
We could roll a
I
dice
feel like a
for the
chip
stage
plushie would
band.
be the most
Yeah.
huggable.
Chip would be nice.
Oh
I was
yes.
about to ask if Chip had one, and so
Of
he's
course.
gonna find Chip and hug.
Aww.
Aww.
Aw.
He will tell Chip later that her plushie helped him a lot.
Yeah, you're gonna need that
Aw.
plushie. You're about to go for the
Aw.
horrors. You've already been going for the horrors,
Yeah.
actually.
Mm-hmm. Gonna go through
Yippee.
some more horrors. Do we want to do a break here, or
How
Yeah,
long
I
we
think
I
a
think a
little.
break would be good.
break would be
an
good,
hour and
yeah.
a half? Yeah. So I'll take a
Yeah,
little break here.
time.
Break time.
See y'all in
Break!
about 10 minutes or so. And we're back with everyone.
Hooray.
Kestrel having just unlocked the door out of the locker room and opened it up. Does everyone want to roll perception for what is outside of that door?
Yep.
Yes.
20 plus 6. That is an
Just
dirty
perception.
20.
Just
Right, I
perception.
forgot I'm using physical dice. Okay,
14.
15 plus 4, that is 19.
Nice, nice. Yeah, so Kestrel opens this door out into an unlit dark hallway, a section of the staff tunnels where the lights are not turned on. And it's a pretty uh coming out of the locker room, the hallway leads in a pretty straightforward path. You have to turn a corner or two, but there's no intersections. There's pretty much only one way to go. What's Kestrel pulling out?
It's flashlight.
Uh,
Naturally.
Imply
Yeah. Hey,
flashlight.
yeah, do you turn the flashlight on, I'm assuming?
Not yet. He was gonna hand it to either Ezra or James so he can keep holding the gun.
Okay. I blink at you innocently.
Who is he
Oh boy.
handing it off to,
Uh,
or is
I
he?
can take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, because James
If
is
Ezra
kind of
offers
currently
to take it, he will hand it to. Yeah, he'll hand it to Ezra.
good, because James is currently holding the Chip plushie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, his hands are full.
So we've got a gun, a chip, and a flashlight.
Alright. Considering their MJ's and Zen's reactions, I'm gonna turn on the flashlight.
You turn that flashlight on and it starts flickering. Very
That's ominous.
unreliable flashlight here.
Ezra's just gonna like smack it against their hand and see if that helps.
The beam does grow stronger again for a second, and then it starts flickering again.
Esther was in crossed wires. He remembers this happening with flashlights.
Can I try dancing lights?
You can, but hold on. Everyone roll perception.
Okay.
Yeah. Kestrel might make a comment though about like the last time that happened it was not good.
Okay, hell yeah. So that is
16.
perception.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that is 17,
What?
18, 19, 20,
Lots of
21.
helpful details, Kestrel. Thanks.
James is just kind of
Well,
hugging,
sorry.
hugging the Chip she closer and just kind of looks up at Kestrel and goes, Usually flashing and not reliable lights means bad things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of bad things, in the flickering beam of the flashlight, you start seeing like there's crates and stuff in front of you, boxes and whatnot, kind of littering the hallway. Uh, so there's a lot of odd shadows on the wall, but it's almost like those shadows start moving. And for a second, you think you start seeing what looks
Oh.
like the shadows of rabbits popping up here and there.
Oh.
That did not happen last time. That is new.
One of
James
Should?
the
hugging the
rabbit
plushy
shadows.
tighter.
Ezra, if you're 21, you see one of the rabbit shadows kind of pop up more distinctly, and it flashes you a smile in a wave before sinking back into the miasma.
Ezra's eyes are going to change to the test signal.
Ah,
I think that's
What
what.
makes
Why are you?
Color bars.
Why are you saying kind of fruity? Why are you saying kind of fruity, Lewis?
Rainbow.
yes. Toxic yaoi.
Are you talking about?
HareWire is kind
Yes!
of fruity, I guess.
Yes, that the my fucking god, these bitches.
Yes, I am calling it toxic yaoi. What about it?
Good for them.
Am I allowed?
It's allowed, I think.
Honestly,
Yeah,
ship you what you want to ship. Go for it. Go for it.
I love toxic games.
Ezra's
It's
eyes
fun.
are immediately changing to the test signal. After seeing that fucker's smile.
Teehee.
Um. Hmm.
Kestrel looks back at Ezra, who still has the flashlight, and tried to put up dancing lights.
Yeah, is Ezra still gonna try for dancing lights? Or have they been distracted?
Probably they've been distracted. Like as soon as they're pulling out, and I think that it's a concentration-based spell. They just get distracted by that fucker.
Yeah, Kestrel looks back at you and sees your eyes doing that, and he's just. I don't think you've told him your name. I was about to have him say your name, but I don't think we've done any introductions.
James,
We'll just pretend.
James looks over at Ezra and just goes, "You okay, Ezra?" There.
There we go. Name acquired.
It's so funny. From my end, you glitched out right as you were saying Ezra's name, so it's like, are you okay?
Get redacted, ghost. Ghosty.
That fucking ghost. Oh. Does Ezra? Oh. I'm gonna flip a coin.
Oh.
So yeah, if it's one, Ezra is going to lie about what they see, and they're just gonna be like, "Oh, yeah, I'm fine." And if it's tails, they're just gonna.
Ooh, honesty time.
Oh, thank God.
Aw.
It's the damn. It's HareWire.
I think you suddenly get a sending message
That's-
in your head like, snitches get stitches!
Oh.
Yeah, if that happens,
What?
then Ezra's back is just gonna like jolt up a little, like after.
Does
Um,
James know who HareWire is? Like, have
I don't.
people talked about him or them or?
No, HareWire is still an unknown entity unless someone can finally connect the dots between HareWire and that rogue endo from a while ago.
Yeah.
I
Kestrel's
think
just like,
Kestrel, funnily enough, has
who is
noticed
that?
HareWire the most. Kestrel was dealing with the endo, and then Kestrel saw HareWire's shadow in the toy game, the surprise scavenger hunt.
Oh yeah, he did. He did catch it. But yeah, Kestrel asking just, who is HareWire?
This obnoxious like shadow thing that dragged me along to play pranks on people. They just sort of mutter the play pranks on people part.
Shadow thing. I think he looks up at the rabbit shadows on the wall. A rabbit
One of the
shadow?
rabbit shadows is flipping Ezra off.
Oh.
That quickly goes away when everyone starts looking at the wall again, but
Is it notice? Should we roll something to catch that?
yeah, actually roll perception.
Ooh.
Okay, James would have been staring at it the whole time with that 25. 7, Kestrel misses it. 17, Ezra just gets like a glimpse of it. Enough to know you were being flipped off.
A rabbit
As-
shadow?
yes, it. Uh, have did you look at the security cams and like I want to say it was like a couple days ago, um, and see the color of Archie's room change?
He raises an eyebrow at you, I think. I don't know if he knows about it or not. I don't know if
Oh.
you're gonna get. He's not letting you know whether or not he knows about it or not, but he's raising an eyebrow at you, like, elaborate.
It's
I got dragged along to I got dragged along to paint Archie's room yellow because of an incident that happened when there was the cooking competition. He forgot to add cheese, and it's just something that he's never gonna let live. That he's never gonna.
He's just looking at you now like he does not understand.
I don't know the best way to explain this. Um, best way I can describe who HareWire is an obnoxious rabbit shadow who.
the shadow on the wall looks very offended at your words. But frankly, he seemed more offended at your earlier explanation of the whole cheese thing, because in his mind, that was still your idea. He
It
had the
was.
idea of playing pranks, but you chose that one. You chose that one.
Oh,
Can I roll a Kestrel history?
Sure. I bet Archie has been
Since he
rambling
has
about this to people, honestly.
11.
uh,
Everyone knows about the cheese. Kestrel just doesn't understand. He got an 11 also.
okay. Um.
Ah, I swear, my internet's cursed.
Oh, y'all right?
Yeah, I'm good. It just took me a while to reconnect. My recording is probably borked though.
Good
Oh,
thing we
no.
have a multiple.
This is why we have that. Do we need to recap you on anything that just occurred?
Uh,
What was the last thing you heard?
Ezra was about to go, well, and then I heard nothing.
Yeah. While you were gone, Ezra kind of tried to explain who HareWire is, by explaining the whole like pranks they pulled with HareWire in a way that really shines a negative light on HareWire while minimizing Ezra's role.
Oh.
Ah.
I was about to get into it.
They were
Okay.
getting there. They were getting there.
Okay, cool. I am sitting here. James is listening intently, hugging Chip. Well, the Chip plushie. I should clarify.
I will definitely admit that the cheese part was my idea. I like the idea for the prank, but it was not my idea to prank. I'm just saying that. Um. The yeah, Art, not Archie. God damn it. HareWire is a my brain is blue screening right now.
That's you.
What's the best way to describe this?
I think you kind of
HareWire
got it right
is
the
an
first time.
a-hole?
The obnoxious shadow rabbit.
Yeah. Who likes to mess with people. So that's the best description I have for him.
Honestly, sounds like another clown I know.
If any of you look back at HareWire, he has like his head posed on his hands and he has eyelashes that are blinking at you pretty.
Ezra's just gonna. Oh, I should also add, it sent me to the dumpster. Like,
Oh.
and I don't want to think about that.
No,
James,
think about it.
with the 25, I feel like he's still kind of really keeping an eye on HareWire, so he totally sees the blinking innocently and blinking all pretty and stuff, and he grabs from his hoodie pocket, like just a little slice of pocket pizza from work that he was going to munch on later, and just kind of throws it at HareWire.
Ezra's just gonna turn around and flip off HareWire a little bit. Just in response to that. Ezra doesn't like being mean, but the motherfucker was being an asshole. So
Yeah.
So what does Ezra do?
Kestrel's trying to pay attention to both Ezra and the HareWire shadow. I think he gives James a thumbs up when he throws pizza at him.
Yeah, the
Good
pizza,
job.
you throw a little pizza, it doesn't do damage or anything, right?
Oh no,
You-
yeah, no, this
yeah,
is just
you
for
throw a
a
pizza
bit.
at the shadow. The shadow opens its mouth to reveal teeth, and it eats the pizza. It just vanishes into thin air.
Are the teeth sharp and pointy?
The teeth are sharp, pointy, glowing white. The shadow smiles at you.
I feel like I should
What-
give him
what
a
do I roll for the-
disadvantage.
How do I roll an attack
this is-
roll for the Razor Blaster?
Hold on, you can go to the prize corner. That's the best place to read its
It ju-
description again.
I have the description for it. It just says make an attack roll.
Oh,
Like,
I'm not
I'd
good
assume
at
a ranged
description,
attack.
am I? I
I'd
think
assume a ranged attack.
ranged attack you roll, yeah.
How do I roll ranged attack?
That's a good. I think that's a D6 or
No, because it would
Wait.
be a D20
no, it's a
it's
D20.
based on a D20.
And then if you have any like proficiency
I'm
with
looking it
ranged
up.
weapons, you add that proficiency. Otherwise, just roll a D20.
I don't know.
I would say like use
It
any
might be-
stats you have for like a crossbow or something.
Oh,
I
that
think
makes
it's
sense.
like dexterity.
For a ranged weapon, you would
For-
add your dexterity ability modifier.
Okay,
I was
so
right.
just
Yay.
D20. So just
D20
D20 plus dex.
dex. Yeah.
So that's nothing. Does a 15 hit?
Technically, it does. But I'm not sure how the physics here work with him being a shadow. His main body is the endo.
I mean, it's a
Does he
laser.
possess
It's a light.
eyes?
It's a laser,
He
you're
can
right.
see.
So yeah. 15. A 15 hit. So I think you see the laser hit the shadow, and then suddenly HareWire lets out a squawk and ducks away.
Okay, that kind of fits because James was about to have a panic attack, but then Kestrel does a little attack, and that squawk is definitely not trickster-like at all. So, so he's just kind of like shocked
So-
back into the present because, oh, that's not the person that killed you.
Oh, buddy.
He would never make a noise
But
like that.
HareWire disappear.
Yeah, he ducked back into shadows, so you now are just facing a looming hallway of mystery.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna
Well,
continue
we know that
forward?
works. Kestrel, I think Kestrel gives Ezra another look, like, and I think he will say this time, like, when we are out of here, I have something to ask you about that. And then he just walks forward.
Ezra just like
James.
nods a little bit in response.
James is just hugging Chip tighter as he continues following Kestrel.
Mm-hmm.
The Chip
Follow
plushie is
Bird
doing a
Dad.
good job.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Follow the bird guy.
Secondary bird dad.
Mm-hmm. After walking for a little bit, you find yourselves at one end of a rather long hallway, about 100 feet long. And it's also dark, but as Ezra casts the flashlight around, you can see either side of the hallway is lined with windows into various maintenance and storage and endoskeleton rooms. You're in the parts and service endo part of the basement, that sort of
Oh
area
dear.
now.
Oh,
Okay.
So there's a lot.
Oh,
You're
goody.
surrounded. Either side of the hallway has a bunch of windows into various dark rooms, and the floor of the hallway is sort of covered in boxes and trash and all sorts of storage stuff, making it difficult terrain. So you'll move
Oh
at half of your
boy.
movement speed.
Oh boy.
And at
Oh
the
boy.
boy.
at the other end of the hallway, an overhead light flickers on for a moment, illuminating RaRa, who stands there and waves and winks, and then turns invisible, and the light flickers out.
I really don't like that rabbit.
Could I try to roll an Arcana to go to try to speed up through the boxes?
I
It
feel
just phase
like
through them all.
if you're trying to phase through all this stuff on the ground, you stand a decent chance of phasing through the ground as well.
Oh,
So
yes. Fair point. Don't
You
want to
wanna
go
go to
back to
Super Hell again?
EBDB. Yeah,
That can
no.
be arranged.
Please no. Please no. I don't think Lava's forgiven me yet.
You don't need to worry about that right now.
so
Not right now. You have other concerns, like the
Right.
rabbit who wants to kill you again.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Kestrel has dash, which can basically that doubles the move speed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So negates
So that would
the
get him back up to
difficult terrain in
Yeah.
this case. Back up to what, 30?
Yes. Back up to 30, yes. But he doesn't want to leave Ezra or James behind. So
Mm-hmm.
can he pick up the twinks?
Roll strength. Ezra is not a twink.
Ezra is a twunk. As we
Ezra's a
have
twunk.
discussed.
This is I didn't realize it had been discussed. I apologize, Ezra.
Ezra the cowardly twunk.
James
I will
is a
roll
twink, though.
I will
James is
roll
17. Of
strength.
course, he's a twink.
I don't
Can I?
think James is
Would that be
17.
strength or athletics?
Is he 17? I didn't know
Athletics.
which.
I think he's 19,
How-
isn't he?
Athletics?
19.
Athletics.
Yeah,
Some
he's
teenager.
19.
Heck yes. His athletics is his best stat.
Yay!
14.
I don't think that's enough to get both of them. You could pick one person up.
Who looks more?
I mean, James has had almost like what 3 panic attacks now.
Yeah, there's like the third panic attack he's had.
Oh god.
He picks up James. Yeah,
There
he
is
picks
a-
up James.
There is a very bird-like squeak.
Aw.
Yeah, Kestrel's gonna dash.
Alright, is Ezra also trying to navigate the hallway?
Yes.
Can everyone roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh,
no.
boy.
That's a weird roll.
Oh,
no.
that's a
Nat
name.
one
Oh,
from
no.
Kestrel.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no.
Oh,
Oh
Yay!
Uh-huh.
no.
8, 2, 4. Yay!
Yeah, as you start making your way down this hallway, you're like trying to pick your way through all the crap piled up on the floor. And from the darkness, a like cardboard cutout swings out from the wall to just in front of Kestrel's face with like a loud bang noise, and everyone jumps. And with a nat 1 Kestrel, I think you drop James.
Oh.
He drops James. I'm sorry, James. I'm
Gotta
sorry,
roll
buddy.
dex to see if he actually lands on his feet. Okay, what is your dex? +4.
Really? Like, so do you have any idea what the cardboard cutout would look like?
It's probably just like a PartyPlex Razzie cutout that got thrown out and has maybe been graffitied on a little bit.
I want to imagine like angry purple eyebrows have been graffitied onto it in Sharpie or
The idea of it
James-
just being tiger branch or no lion branch.
James just like lands like kind of like on his feet, and then like his legs just kind of go what the, and he goes face plant.
Aw.
Oh, I don't. I feel like Kestrel rolled a 1. I feel like he does not land on his feet.
Kestrel falls back on his butt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ezra.
The bird.
Oh.
And because you all failed that whiz save, you make no progress down the hallway.
Oh.
Welp.
Do you
James
wanna
is
try
just kind
again?
of wheezing. He's just wheezing on the floor for a second before he hugs Chip's plushie and gets to his feet again and holds out his hand for Kestrel.
Aw.
I think it takes Kestrel a hot minute to even notice because he's staring at the cutout, I think.
You can investigate it if you want.
I think he's in a right mind. He rolled a 1. He rolled a nat 1.
Ezra will investigate it. I'm
He
good
does
at
take James's hand after a minute, after a good minute.
Okay, that is
James-
a
James is gonna help Kestrel back up to his
17.
feet.
Yeah, Ezra walks over to this little cardboard cutout where it's popped out and can see there's a little simple mechanical device behind it. It looks similar to what you saw in the locker earlier, probably made by the same person. And that's just rigged to swing out from the wall, and there's a little like popper built in to make the noise. Looks like there's some sort of remote trigger, maybe? Or maybe it's a motion trigger. You're not sure. There's no, like, button to trigger it. So you're not sure what makes it swing out and startle someone, but it's not mechanically controlled.
Oy.
I'm trying to figure out what Ezra would do with it. Probably just take it off of the standee, if depending on how it's secured.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty loosely secured. You can pull the cardboard cutout off of the machine very easily. Getting the machine off of the wall might be a little trickier.
Ezra might just roll a strength check to try to just snap it.
The cardboard cutout or the machine?
It's on like a metal thing, right?
Yeah, there's like a little metal arm with a little motor sort of screwed into the wall.
Yeah. Ezra will try to like push their body weight onto that to get it to try to get it to come up. Yeah.
Alright, you can roll strength for that.
Does a 1 hit?
Absolutely not. I think you might
No.
injure yourself a little.
You obtained injury. Congratulations.
How much damage should I take for that?
Just take 1 point.
Okay, so
Hey,
29.
anyone want to roll perception again?
Yes.
Ooh, a
That's
dirty
a
20.
19, so 24.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say you can all hear this. HareWire is somewhere laughing his ass off at your blunders. Like, Kestrel fell on his butt, James fell, Ezra has injured himself fiddling with this thing. He's laughing at you. He's cackling like a madman.
I'm imagining it like echoing down this long hallway, bouncing off all the walls.
Yeah.
There's the whiz from James.
Yeah.
Ezra's just gonna yell, "Shut the hell up, HareWire!" And they're just like rubbing the space between their eyes.
Does he say that out loud to HareWire?
Seemed like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah,
The consequence.
Yay!
yeah, hey,
What? What?
I want to make a wisdom saving throw as you
God
hear
damn it.
a dissonant whisper in your voice that says, "Oh, you shut up."
Does a 3 work?
Oh, you got a 3. Oh no, my friend, it does not. Failed save. You take 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use your reaction if available to move as far as your speed allows away from HareWire. I guess in this case, since you're hearing it in your mind and you don't know where HareWire is, proceed down the hallway, please,
Okay.
and take that
6.
3d6 psychic damage.
I think you rolled the 3d6
6.
damage.
4. So that is 16 damage.
Ooh.
Phew.
For the future, whoever rolls the attack rolls the damage for it.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
We
Oh,
don't
you're
do
right,
combat
sorry.
here a lot.
I don't. I'm bad at combat, quite frankly. I'm good at the whole theater of the mind stuff, but the moment it comes to combat, I forget how D&D works.
Valid.
Numbers.
Yep. So
Meanwhile, James is just
yeah.
shaking like a poor chihuahua.
No.
Got a 5.
I. Ezra, what the fuck?
Ezra's scared. James is scared. HareWire's having the time of his life. Even Kestrel got scared.
Even Kestrel got scared. He didn't expect that.
Mm-hmm. HareWire's having a grand time. So
Great.
if you guys want to try and go further down the hallway, roll a whiz save.
Yep.
Oh, that's another 5.
Oh, and Ezra just booked it down the hallway too, didn't he?
Yeah,
Right,
Ezra
too.
might
So
roll
Ezra-
at disadvantage, frankly.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes
So
sense.
first roll is 16. Second
Yeet.
one is 9.
Okay, we've got a 5, 8, and 9. I don't think they're getting out of this hallway, then.
Nope. I was like, ah man, I gotta find a way to slow them down. They've made no progress. You wanna do this scare?
Yeah, okay. Ezra takes off. The other two take off. As you're weaving through the trash on the floor, you just as you think you're starting to make progress, all the shadows around you suddenly flare up, and before you forms a giant gaping maw of hair wire that splits open, and and you hear this
Oh.
roar from him. It dissipates as you all probably fall on your butts.
I don't think Kestrel falls this time, but yeah.
stops
James
stops
does.
in his tracks. I think
Yeah,
He's just
Ezra,
gonna.
For sure.
Ezra probably like scrambles back a tiny bit.
James is just gonna be a little ball on the floor.
Oh, I think I'm gonna edit the rules slightly so if you fail the save, you move 10 feet forward instead of staying fully in place. So you have made a little progress
enough.
now.
Yeah, so what, 10 feet out of 100? Are we going with they also moved 10 feet for that first
I
time?
think they also moved 10 feet for the first time, so they're 20 feet down this 100-foot hallway.
Great.
Inches long.
Oh my gosh.
It's better than 0.
That sure is true.
The horrors.
Oh,
That's
James is just having such a bad time.
Everyone
Like, we're
is.
beating James with like pool noodles. Just
The Angst rating might go. Well, I don't know what we said, but it's at least medium now. Poor James.
Mhm.
at least medium.
Like he's just like even when like he finally gets to his feet and starts moving again, he is just shaking so fucking bad.
Poor guy.
Oh.
I feel like HairWire shadow appears on the wall again, and he's holding like a fork and knife and has like a bib wrapped around his neck, and he's just licking his lips while looking at James.
oh.
Can Ezra like? Oh jeez, Ezra's also frightened, so that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Hey.
Plus, I think this was just a quick gag, and HairWire then kind of like slides away again.
Hey.
Actually, I feel like he would have a bib that says like "shrimping ain't easy."
Hey, Kestrel and James might remember X making a comment about the night terrors eating fear. And you two want to roll a history check and see
Oh.
if you make this connection?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is a +4. Oh, that's a 10.
What's your history, sir? I forgot what his history is. 2.
Oh, 16.
16.
Yeah.
Kestrel remembers.
James is sort of too out of it to
Yeah.
be
James
thinking
probably
through
thinks
logic,
this guy is
but
gonna eat him.
Like, he's kind of like
Oh.
on the verge of like disassociation at this point because he's been
Oh.
rolling so bad.
Oh, buddy.
oh
honey.
gosh, poor little guy.
Oh, buddy, please.
Because like I'm sitting here, he doesn't have his costume to kind of give him that slight boost of confidence. This is just him as a
Oh.
civilian.
Mhm.
Oh,
So
buddy.
he I honestly feel like he's a little bit more mentally vulnerable as a civilian, just because he doesn't have that crutch of a mask.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor guy. So he is
But
just
Kestrel
scared out of his wits.
realizes.
Yeah, Kestrel makes a few quick mental realizations. Oh, HareWire seems to be eating. Oh, HareWire is focused on the most scared person here. Oh, didn't Eggs mention the night terrors that he was looking for in the basement eat fear?
Did he specifically use the word night terrors? I honestly don't remember.
Yes. In that sentence, he said, yeah, we're looking
Okay.
for the night terrors, and they might be trying to eat your fear, or they might be fine.
Okay.
With that history, I
Yeah.
might also have
Kes-
Kestrel, if he hasn't already, connect the dots with that. Hey, I seen that shadow rabbit before when weird stuff was happening with the toy machine.
And when weird stuff was happening with the Rogue
Yeah.
Endo, you saw it in the Phaser Blast office.
Yee.
Yeah,
It's
Kestrel
somewhere
did
in
not
here.
make that connection. Kestrel did not make that connection before, but he makes it now, yeah.
Brain blast.
Yeah. I think he does like a good blink blink and then just like oh. That's a night terror?
Does he say that out loud?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think HareWire shadow that had been focused on James just like snaps its head to look at you.
Oh. He's scared. He can't hide it from someone that eats emotions. He's scared.
Yeah, HareWire has just the cheekiest, evilest grin on his face, and he kind of waves at you, blows you a little kissy, and then
Kestrel cringes.
then, how do you feel about me casting an R dissonant whisper this time on Kestrel?
Sure.
Yay! So yeah, he blows you a kissy, and then you hear him whisper to you, Kestrel, "Are you having fun yet?"
What do I roll for that?
That is a whiz save.
Please succeed on this one. Nope.
Yeah, okay, this time I'll do the attack roll because I forgot that's how D&D works that first time with Ezra. So,
Yeah.
that's 3d6. Do I have any? Do I add his attack modifier? Yeah, right?
No, I think you're rolling damage, so the attack modifier doesn't come into play. That's for
Okay,
the
yeah.
d20 to hit. So just
Right,
3d6.
yes, that's how D&D works. I'm so good at this, everybody. Okay, you take 10 damage.
Yay.
Ouchie.
My other campaign does so much combat, so I have a handle on it now. Wow, amazing.
Maybe one day
Yeah.
that will be me.
And I recall with Ezra, didn't Dissonant Whispers also like what are the full effects of Dissonant Whispers again? Sorry.
Yeah, okay, you're the only one who hears the dissonant whisper, and if available, you have to move as far away from the creature that casted it on you as your speed allows. You can't move, like, you don't have to move to obviously dangerous ground, but you do have to move, so that would be going farther down the hallway.
Good
Further
job.
down the hallway or back the way they came?
I guess further down, like, I'm kind of assuming James would have been behind you, and if like,
Yeah. Let's
for
keep.
convenience sake, let's say you go further down.
Okay. Yeah. The bird books it. I feel like he gets spooked enough that he even goes a little toony and like leaves some feathers behind from the scared fluff.
Everyone can
The
hear
tune is
HareWire
tuning.
cackling at that, and you can see HareWire Saddle kind of like throw his head back and kind of wrap his arms around his waist. It's like midsection laughing that hard, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like an 8's not enough for James to be okay.
I think
This
James is
game
just in a
really,
perpetual
game-
state of not okay.
this game just really wants James to not be okay.
Yep, he is like just like he hasn't moved to disassociation levels of fear yet, but he is inching towards that as like he just tries his best to keep going forward because he needs to get away. Like he's hugging the chip plushie so hard his fingertips are turning white.
Oh
Ooh.
gosh.
Oh no.
Ezra's just gonna shoot HareWire a glare before continuing down the path.
Roll a whiz save. Everyone.
Thank God. That is
How far
a
does and okay, and then we'll find out how far Kestrel got, I guess.
Woo!
Oh!
Finally,
Yippee!
James makes a nat 20. James makes a save
Finally!
and a nat 20. 19, 10.
Kestrel got a 10.
Kestrel is the only one who fails on this one. I think this scare is just like the overhead light directly above you guys turns on and then turns off again, flickers back off, and then another light down the hall turns on and flickers off, and sort of all the lights up and down the hall sort of flicker out of order. Which James and Ezra are not bothered by, but Kestrel, ooh, not
It's
handling it
spooky.
so as well.
He freezes up. He's clutching his chest for sure.
Hmm.
Aww.
Poor guy. I feel like James kind of comes up to Kestrel's side and just kind of gently takes an elbow and starts tugging him along.
I don't think he looks at you. I don't think he resists. I think he just kind of goes with it.
Is he okay?
He doesn't stop.
Maybe you should roll insight
No.
on Kestrel.
I'm gonna. Insight. I have a +2 to insight. That is a.
Woohoo! A
That was a
19.
weird roll. That is
19
a
insight?
13.
Yep.
Well, first of all, to answer your question, no, he's not. He is clutching his chest for a reason, and much like you, James, he has been reminded of something.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. He
I'm j-
just
I
kind
just-
of. Oh, you go ahead.
I want to give like something more to James for that, but like because 19, but I don't know what to.
Is it like kind of a recognition of the other, where it's like trauma, trauma.
Yes. Trauma.
They have the same hat. So yeah, James just kind of gives Kestrel a little squeeze, and like, despite him basically being nonverbal at this point, just goes, not there. Here,
Oh,
here,
Kestrel.
not
Oh.
there.
Oh, Kestrel has been looking up at the lights, and he like finally looks at you, and you say that. He doesn't respond anything, but you can tell you have had a positive effect.
Yay! He just kind of goes, it's not. We're not there. We're gonna be okay.
Oh.
And like, it's like him saying this even though he's scared so friggin' much.
Yeah. Ugh.
I love how James has pulled
Ugh.
himself together for the sake of Castro and he couldn't pull himself together just for himself. This feels very in character. Mm.
Yeah.
The horrors.
Ugh,
Horrors.
The horrors. And you guys make
The
it a little bit further
horrors.
down the hallway this time than you've managed previously.
Great.
You're
Oh,
about
Good.
a third of the way there.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
That landed on its top. That is not a roll. That is like it's just sitting up.
James got a 14.
Okay, that is a.
Oh,
Kestrel got a 3.
Kestrel.
Oh God.
Hmm. So James and Ezra passed this one again. As I think. Hmm.
Oh, could I say it? I think I have a little
no,
idea.
I have an idea as to why this only
Oh,
affects Kestrel. That
Go
I
ahead,
just
go
am
ahead.
trying
Exploit
to.
the man's trauma.
Yeah, I think as you're walking, there's another one of those cardboard surprise machines that's supposed to pop out, but it actually malfunctions, and there's just like the noise of a grinding motor, and then like a spark of and then like sparks of electricity as it tries and fails to work correctly. So it's like a pop
Yeah.
and spark noises, and like James and Ezra are not affected, but
Actually, I'm gonna roll. Can I
oh
roll wisdom
right,
for Ezra?
yeah, a separate wisdom for Ezra.
Oh yay, 7.
Oh boy.
Fear.
Oh
think-
gosh. Cause
I
yeah,
think-
Ezra was electrocuted, huh?
To death, yeah.
Oh boy.
Everyone gets to relive their trauma tonight.
Ezra just like sort of holds onto
Oh,
their jacket a
boy.
little bit.
Where would I?
James, you now
James
have
was
two
holding on to, like,
traumatized companions.
Kes-
Traumatized trio.
James is holding on to Kestrel's like elbow. You said.
Yep.
Not for long. Kestrel is not gonna be. He tries to get away from there, and probably goes into the bad mind place of find a hiding spot. Find a hiding spot. Find a hiding spot. That's where he is right now. That's what he's gonna try and do.
You can roll an investigation.
Yeah, I'll do that.
15. Yeah, a little further down the way, there's a fairly large cardboard box, and you can dump out what's inside it and get in there if you want.
Get in the box.
Mhm.
The man gets in the box.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you start to notice the shadows in the box are kind of wiggly.
Oh.
Well, that's not good.
Would you like to stay in the box?
The box.
Yes. I'm gonna say yes.
Gosh.
I am so scared this is a mimic.
Yeah, no, it's not a mimic. It's your good friend, good pal.
Oh,
Oh boy.
go fuck yourself, HareWire.
I think he doesn't actually do anything to Kestrel. He just snickers a little and whispers, "Wow, you're really desperate, huh?" And then he just slips out of the box.
Ugh. Yeah, Kestrel stays there and ugh.
James is starting to get like past afraid and he's starting to get angry.
Oh.
Good for him.
Good.
Because it's not just him anymore.
Oh, buddy.
Ezra's just looking at the sparks.
James is gonna try and reach out to Ezra. He doesn't know if he's gonna be able to connect, but he's gonna try and touch Ezra.
That's Ezra's gonna flinch, like just back away.
Hey, you're okay, Ezra. You're okay.
Mm. Uh, they snap a little and point at the sparks.
James is gonna roll. What should I roll to see if James can figure out how to stop it from sparking?
Uh,
Intelligence maybe?
Okay. It's a +3. 13. What does that give him?
I'll say that's high enough. You can see that this thing is plugged into the wall, so you could unplug it at the outlet and that would shut it off. You think?
He's gonna shut it off with the outlet. Just unplug.
Mhm. And it dies down. No more sparks, no more grinding.
James is just gonna try and push the thing to the side so Ezra doesn't have to look at it anymore, even though it's not sparking anymore.
I mean, it's
Aw.
bolted to the wall.
Oh, never mind.
An attempt was made.
The attempt was
A
made,
for effort. A for effort.
and then he
You tried.
then he decides, oh wait, it's bolted. Never mind. And then he just turns back to Ezra and holds out his hand and is like, "Come on, we gotta keep going."
Do we want to get Kestrel first?
He's
Kestrel's
gonna
a
pick-
bit ahead of you.
He's gonna pick up Kestrel on the way.
Oh, right.
Kestrel is a bit ahead of you in a box.
Yeah. Ezra isn't going to take James's hand, but will nod a little bit and follow behind James.
Mm-hmm. James now approaches Kestrel in the box.
You will have to lift up the box.
Oh dear. Okay.
Well, it's not a it's a cardboard box. It's not a heavy box. He's
Yeah,
under the
but
box.
Kestrel is bigger than James.
No, I think like
Hold on, I
he's
want you
hiding
to
under
imagine on the wall, HareWire shadow appears and it forms like a giant arrow that says "idiot" here, and it's pointing at the box.
Oh. Kestrel is under the box. You do not have to lift the weight of the Kestrel to lift the box off of him.
Oh, okay. I was imagining slightly something else and not him underneath the box. Okay.
No, he's under the box.
Okay, he lifts the box and just holds out his hands for Kestrel. He's like,
Oh,
"You're going to be okay, Kestrel. We're going to get through this. You're not there.
man.
Plus, your gun.
Well, he does. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Your gun does affect HareWire a little bit. You have.
He's saying that the HareWire sign shadow kind of wiggles, dissipates, and he ducks back into the shadows.
Yeah, that's what I thought, you coward.
He flips you off again.
James flips him off too. He's pissed.
Like multiple arms of shadow appear to flip you off.
Yeah, no, like he's kind of channeling his fear into anger at this point, and he redirects his attention back to Kestrel and goes, "You are a very competent security guard, Kestrel.
Aww.
You shot
HareWire
him."
holds up a sign that says "doubtful."
James is
Kestrel can't see you. He's still partly under a box. Get wrecked.
James is pulling out another slice of pizza and just eating it at HareWire. Not helpful.
I mean,
Just-
Kestrel is
real-
gonna take your hand and get out.
Yeah, also that slice of from pizza, Shadow Hand reaches out, grabs it, and drags it into the unseen parts of
Abyss.
darkness.
James does not care. He is too angry to care. He'd think it would be kind of funny if if HareWire wasn't tormenting his friends.
Good. Yeah, Kestrel gets out from under the box.
Yay, progress. James kind
He
of
is still
squeezes.
clutching his chest, I think. He is still clutching his chest, I think, but he will hold your hand.
He gently squeezes Kestrel's hand and just goes, "We can shoot him in the face."
Kestrel just nods, I think. He just nods.
James nods back. Time to go forward.
Finally.
Mm-hmm. Oh. So, wisdom saves, everybody?
God damn it.
Uh-huh.
More.
Oh, that's an 11. Oh no.
Oh,
It's not
that's
a
a 1.
Oh,
Oh.
is there no
Oh,
Kestrel
buddy.
nat 20
Ooh.
time.
Yeah,
Hooray!
Kestrel!
Woo!
Kestrel, woo! Meanwhile, Ezra, it's like everyone's taking turns having the most traumatized responses.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, I feel like with that pep talk, Kestrel is like reinvigorated, maybe clutching onto his gun, making solid progress through the trash hallway. James is holding it together, maybe more for other people's sake. Ezra, I'm imagining in the rear, and I'm imagining like Ezra
You're
passes
giggling.
un.
Oh no.
I had a fun idea. You're gonna see what it is in 2 seconds.
Okay, okay.
I'm picturing like as Ezra is in the rear, like slowly following after the others, it passes under one of the overhead light fixtures, and suddenly like one of the bulbs malfunctions. There's like a shower of sparks from the light overhead.
Oh. Ezra's immediately like, oh, just, uh, I'm trying to think of how Ezra would react in this situation.
Would he
Oh,
freeze?
probably.
Okay, in that case, James kind of from the corner of his eye notices the Ezra shaped hole behind him, turns around, grabs
Oh.
Ezra by the sleeve and gently starts pulling him forward.
Aww.
Aw.
And hey, you guys are more than halfway down this hallway now.
Thank fuck.
Everyone want to roll a perception?
Yep.
Yes.
Or investigation, I guess.
Rolling investigation. That's a 22. Dirty 22.
Okay, so that is a 17.
14.
Oh, a
14.
song. I'm
Yeah.
listening to the instrumentals from Ruin, and a song called I Remember just came on.
Oh.
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 What timing?
Ugh.
So yeah, 14, 17, 22. None of you can spot HareWire's shadow anymore.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No, that's not good.
You get to move,
Yep.
sorry.
Kestrel readies his gun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ezra is going to roll hammer space, to try, because I'm guessing they probably, put it away temporarily. Because they're like, oh, they're not gonna need a weapon. That's a 1.
Oh no.
Fumble.
Oh, all the time.
Fumble. Lighten the mood.
Oh my god. I want you to guess what it was. The fucking live octopus.
Oh, again?
God damn.
How many live
Again.
octopuses does Ezra have?
Don't worry about it.
It just keeps teleporting into the hammer space somehow.
It got eaten by Glob.
Mhm.
Oh!
This is the new octopus that does not yet know its ilk in life.
God damn.
It does not know the fate of its brethren.
The horrors. Ezra just. It's like.
Love was hungry.
What the fuck is. Ezra New Lore, big octopus enjoyer.
I was thinking more along the lines of, wow, there's a race of octopi that just live in hammer spaces, huh?
Probably.
Isn't that like semi-canon that it
I
is like
don't
the
know.
octopus that lives in the I feel like I
Yeah,
remember
I
something
think
about that. I would
so.
love if that's canon. I would love if that's
I-
canon, that it's
In a way,
a
it's
species of
implied since
octopi.
it's in every default hammer space.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That there's just a species of octopi whose natural habitat is hammer
Hammer
spaces.
spaces. It's like.
Ezra has a lot of them.
Yeah, just a colony of them.
It spilled crumbs in there once and they came.
Yeah. They've been in here since I was alive. It gets very annoying.
Oh,
Oh.
And Ezra's just gonna like shake it off of its hand and just continue on.
Mm-hmm.
You're not trying again.
it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna try again. Fuck! That's another one.
Oh gosh.
You're actually kidding me.
Oh no.
Is it another octopus?
It's another fucking octopus.
Please be another octopus.
It was. It was.
The dice really wants him to have an octopus.
Emotional support
Octopus
octopus.
farm. Would you like an octopus in these trying times?
No, I would not. I would like to get my wrench.
Well, too bad you're getting one.
Fuck!
Too bad you're getting two.
Fuck! Okay,
Perhaps even 3.
let's find out. Wait, no, not a. Thank God, that's an 8.
Hey.
It's not an octopus. Sad.
Mhm.
Sadness.
Sadly. Just a colony of pie. I'm just imagining that,
Colony
like,
of hammers.
Ezra just, like, went to reach in and there was just a tentacle holding the wrench up.
Like, here, is this what you wanted? Here, for you.
Thank you. And it's just gonna take it.
You finally got your wrench.
Wrench. Yay.
Yay.
Bludgeoning object.
Bonk time.
Bonkus the conkus.
Bonkus
Correct.
the conkus.
Mhm. So yeah, you guys are able to walk a little bit further down the hallway. When this hallway is lined by windows. One of the windows, just a little bit up ahead of you, the light flickers on and back off, and flickers a little bit, and then stays turned off.
James
Everyone?
squinting.
You're almost to the end of the hall. Everyone want to roll a whiz save?
Yes.
Oh, you're actually kidding me. That's a 2. So a
Oh.
4.
Oh.
Oh.
A 4, a
8.
10, an 8.
Oh no.
Yeah, you pass
They were
by
t-
that door,
Or
and you're
window.
greeted by a sudden thud in this fucking face.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh! What the fuck? What the fuck is that? What the fuck?
Oh,
James will
Oh,
scream.
cool.
yeah, Ezra's like, Ezra's gonna make an Arcana check to make sure.
That they don't fall to EBDB again?
Right. Okay. That's a. Hold on. Okay, that's a dirty 20.
Phew.
But I'm just imagining. That, like.
In the face of this fucking thing, which looks like an Indo wearing what kind of looks like maybe HareWire's face, lurching out of the darkness and banging on the glass. How are you feeling?
Fear! Fear! Fear!
Bad.
Fear! Fear!
Yep.
Fear.
Oh
You can
god,
hear
oh fuck.
muffled snickers and giggles and maniacal laughter through the glass as this thing looks at you with dead eyes and a gaping smile. What looks like drool dripping from its mouth.
Ugh.
James is just trying to breathe, and it's not really working.
Oh. Kestrel clutching James's hands tighter and possibly also reaching for Ezra and
Ooh. Ezra might be glitching out a little bit. Ezra might be glitching out a little bit.
Understandable.
Go, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, I think HareWire, or this thing that looks like HareWire, probably is HareWire, let's be real, is slowly, like, moves both his hands to be, palms on the glass, kind of tilting his head. His mouth is opening up more, and then he moves one of his hands in a way that suggests he's reaching for a doorknob.
Nope, nope, nope,
No.
nope.
Oh.
James is
Fuck.
just time to go.
Run.
Go.
Time to scurry.
Mhm.
Ezra, let's go.
I know! I know! Yeah, Ezra's following behind. Like, running.
Yeah, I think at this point I'll give you
They're
that
all
you
running.
guys are able
Run.
to run out of the hallway and down
Running.
some
We're
more
running.
staff tunnels. Uh until you reach another different security room, where, there's nice sturdy doors that lock. Would you maybe like to hide in there?
Shut the door, shut the door, shut the door, shut the
Yes.
door, shut the door.
Yeah.
Yep. Ezra's probably last in, so
Yeah, Ezra's just like booking it in. Like, hold on.
Where are
Should
the
I-
locks? Where are the locks?
Kestrel
You
will
closing
know.
the doors? You slamming them shut? You hear
Yes.
what sounds like metal footsteps banging on the floor behind you. And once you get that door closed, you hear a thud on it.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Okay,
And then
it's
the
locked. It's
scraping
locked.
of metal claws on a metal door.
Oh god.
Okay.
Whiz
it's
save?
locked.
Sure, why not?
Fuck! Does a
Why would
3
you
work?
suggest it?
Because the fear.
Fear.
Yep,
Oops.
forgot
And
the
that 1
R.
plus 2 equals 3.
Ooh,
Oh!
a dirty 20.
Six.
James is like slowly calming down.
Hey, James, do you want to roll a
Good.
perception or investigation on this office?
Oh boy, I would love to.
12.
Oh, that's a 12.
Well, 12 is enough to pick up on the two most important things here. One of the first thing is that this is a security office that's got 2 doors. So there's a door on the other side of the room that
Oh,
opens into
no.
a completely separate
Oh.
hallway where there
Oh,
is not
fuck.
banging on the door.
It's
Um,
FNAF. It's FNAF. Oh no.
Of course it's FNAF. And the other
Oh,
thing
no.
is that on the keyboard here is another slip of paper.
Okay, okay. Copy image, copy image, copy image.
There's another door.
There's another door.
Okay. I have the entirety of the notes just about ready.
Yeah, when you have the note all put together, if you want, I'll read it out in the character
Woo!
voice.
Okay, I have to stretch this down. Okay, I have it together. I have it together. Ezra doesn't have it together, but I do.
All right. Well, we'll wait until Ezra has it together, because Ezra is the one with the paper slips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that
Ez-
other door opens onto like a well lit, normal looking hallway.
James is very tempted to lock it for now.
the papers are together.
Mhm. What are y'all gonna do here?
Read the paper.
All right. Do you want to send like a screenshot of the things all put together, and then we'll read it out?
Yes. Yes. Okay. In front row or player?
Either one.
Okay.
Hello, everyone! It's me, the Rainbow Rabbit, aka RaRa! I know everyone has been so worried about where I am and what I'm doing, so I wanted to let you know that I'm still right here and I'm going to be doing the same stuff as always. Maybe even getting a bit more ambitious. I've got a new friend helping me out who wants to remain anonymous for now. How nice of him to let me take all the credit. You met him tonight. Isn't he just terrifying? We're going to have so much fun together. Just try and stop us. You won't be able to, but I like the challenge. You stay scared and I'll stay cute and fun. Love, RaRa and friend.
Oh, you better stay scared, all right. Ah, XOXO, Rara's best friend forever and ever and ever.
They're besties, chat. Oh god.
Oh
Oh
no.
God. No, worsties.
And for the sake of
Worsties.
the recording, this note is written on Rylan themed stationery.
Oh.
Oh.
Hog.
Oh man.
So-
Okay.
Has that note been shared with the group?
Yes, it's been shared with the fucking group.
I'm imagining
But
Ezra
I was checking.
laying out the strips on the security desk, and James puts the last one in place.
Mm-hmm. I hate this. Like, I mean, some of the japes are kind of good, but I kind of wish that they would just stay funny instead of scary.
At that, you hear a bang on the door.
Oh God.
Ezra
Fuck.
just flinches back, and just God fucking. Ezra's gonna stand and see who's at the door. I'm guessing it's just HareWire being HareWire.
I think
Oh,
it's
You're
a
gonna
solid
open the door.
metal. It's a solid metal door.
Oh,
You can't
okay.
see through it unless you're
Oh.
leaning through it to poke your actual head out.
Ezra's not doing that. Ezra's. I thought that it was like, is there a window?
Nope.
Not in this door. Some of the
Okay.
offices have windows, but I think for the sake of not knowing what's on the other side, you get no windows.
Mm-hmm.
For the lore? Okay.
The fear of the unknown.
I'm sorry though. I had the mental image of Ezra like opening the door for a split second, seeing HareWire just fucking standing there and closing it again quickly.
Just like FNAF.
Just leaving
It's
it.
it's like the audio that plays.
Yeah, the like
They're
the
just standing
guys
there.
here. Oh, actually, you opened the door. Yeah, it's Hairwire Indo there looming, but he's also like munching on that pizza slice from earlier. He just waves.
Fuck that.
James, the muse is really irritated in my head just because there are certain points where James can actually think this person is funny, but then they go and start being an ass.
It's almost as if maybe at one point in time this person was genuinely funny and nice to be around.
Alas.
HareWire a pleasant person at one time?
No,
Oh
it
my
couldn't be it.
goodness. Must have been a different rabbit comedy. Rabbit. What am I don't know what I'm saying.
Must have been the wind.
James kind of just scrubs his face and goes, I think we're going to have to keep going forward.
Wonderful.
I mean, we can't really go back. He kind of points at the door that is where
No, God,
HareWire
no.
is. Okay, let's go.
You taking the note with
To the
you?
next door.
Hooray.
What was the question?
Are you taking the note with you?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
We need that to the police.
Maybe you can give it to one of the security clowns, like Harley Quinnet.
Oh!
Eh.
Wait, what?
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Who knows?
I can't
you'll
tell
have
if that's sarcasm or not.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Wonderful as in wonderful for everyone except Harley Quinnet.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of wonderful.
Yay!
So, are y'all heading
Yippee,
out into the hallway?
Next room.
Oh, it's just
Yep.
the staff tunnels. Everything seems pretty normal here.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
Oh god. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Oh. I signed up for it.
They're not
I'm
all
having a
Horrors.
wonderful time.
It's not
This
all
is
blocked
fantastic.
off to a one-way route. Where do you guys want to head?
Didn't you just say it's a one-way route?
No, I said this is not all blocked off to a single one-way route. You got options. Where you want to go?
Oh, what are our options?
Out, back to civilization.
You could go up to the PartyPlex, where presumably there's at least witnesses, or you could continue wandering around in the basement and see if you can loop back around to where HareWire's banging on that door. On the other side of the door this time.
Up, up,
Up.
up,
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 up.
Up.
Yep. Thankfully, you're
We're
not
in agreement. Up.
you're not far from the stairs. You can climb your way back up into the PartyPlex proper. Come out of a
Up.
staff-only door next to Archie Golf.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh fuck.
You're back in the atrium.
Is there a way to lock the
Oh.
door behind us?
Is there?
It doesn't lock from this side.
Well,
James just gives the door like a look of disgust because what the fuck?
wait a second. Kestrel has a proposal. Ezra, go through the door, lock it from that side, and then phase through it.
I mean, if it automatically locks from the inside to prevent people without employee badges from getting in. It does nothing to
yeah.
prevent people leaving the tunnels.
Right?
You can all
barricade the door.
it opens straight up and down, I think, but like you can roll a perception for your walk to the stairs to see if you can notice anything following you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that is
yes.
a 19.
James got a 16.
1916,
Woo!
21 nat
Natty!
20 for Kestrel. Yeah, as you guys make your way out of the office and through the hallways, you can hear very faintly the sound of HareWire still sort of banging on the door for a while. And then nothing. You don't hear footsteps following you, you don't hear scratching, you don't see flickering lights or moving shadows.
Oh,
Seems
that's
like you're
worse.
out of the woods.
Somehow that is worse, yeah.
That is worse. That is way worse.
Like, it's great,
Where the
but
fuck is
also,
she?
that is so worse.
Yeah, who knows where she is? What if, as you guys are like standing in front of the security door trying to see if you can barricade it, uh, security officer Bailey comes up to you and is like, "Oh, you guys look pretty rough. Everything okay?"
Oh, Kestrel's pissed.
Ezra is glitching out a lot. Like,
James's hair is curlier than normal. He's so disheveled.
Kestrel looks pissed. Kestrel looks pissed at Bailey.
Hey, I tried to send some backup after you, but we're really short-staffed at the moment. I figured once our night shift came in, I could send them, but looks like it's not a issue anymore.
Not
James
an issue.
starts laughing
Not an
hysterically,
issue.
like, not an issue.
I mean, you're here?
that doesn't mean that the issue is gone. That doesn't mean that the issue is gone. It's still there. The issue is still there.
Well, all right. Catch me up to speed.
Oh.
Did you guys find the kidnapper, or?
Hey, you all have a convenient note you could give her. That really helps shed light on the situation.
James doesn't want to give it to this flaky officer.
Oh, wow.
That's fair.
You know what? Neither does Kestrel.
Yeah, neither does Ezra. Like,
They're in agreement. I think like Kestrel gives a look to Ezra, since Ezra's the one who has the note. And you know, a kind of questioning, like, well, I guess, yeah, questioning look.
and
James, in between them, is just like, don't do it.
Ezra just nods at them, like, I know.
Yeah.
James just is like, she's both still at large. Honestly, I think there needs to be more security guards for both day shift and night shift until she's found.
And there seems to be issues with some of the cams. Some of the cams have issues.
Oh no, I've been on management to get to work on that. They really neglect some of the cams in the basement. Oh. And I'm trying to hire more security guards, but we had an influx of people a couple months ago, and now the applicants have sort of dried up, but I'll see what I can do.
James does not like her.
Neither does Kestrel.
Neither
Kestrel
does.
might just.
You
Yeah.
can roll an
Kestrel might just,
insight
like-
on her if you want.
I will. I think I have good insight.
So will James.
Yippee! That is a 21. I have a +2 and a 19.
That's +9. Oh, that's a nat 1. Oh, James.
And a 3 for Kestrel.
3.
Yeah.
Ezra. Carry it.
Ezra
Nothing
clutch.
beats that
Ez-
27.
Well, Bailey's deception was a 27, so
Fuck!
I think
Oh, goodness
Kestrel?
gracious.
this is just how Bailey is. You're used to her at this point, and this is just how the woman acts. Maybe she's not taking it seriously enough, but that's just how she is. And James with a nat 1, you don't really know this person. Maybe this is just her response to stressful information, is to bottle it up and act cheerful. With a 21, I'll give Ezra that Bailey does not look incredibly surprised or incredibly upset to hear any of this. She seems to be maybe it's just her signature positive attitude and roll with the punches sort of personality coming to play, but you would kind of expect the head of security to be a little more upset.
Yeah, Ezra. Ooh. Should Ezra call that out?
Yes.
I think the question is, would Ezra call that out?
Ezra's
Oh.
just been scared to death almost again. And this is an authority figure.
Ezra might tell
Kestrel, even though he. If
Yeah,
Ezra doesn't do something, Kestrel will.
Yeah, Ezra's probably gonna tell Kestrel, like, what the fuck is up? And be like, I
Like,
don't...
right now? I
Like, just
assume
like,
not like right now.
oh, no.
Well,
what
right
are they
now,
doing right
Kestrel has
now?
some words. If Ezra doesn't do anything right now, Kestrel has some words.
Ezra might, very, like, in a very cowardly tone, just be like, why aren't you more upset? There's a problem, and it's a security issue. This is something that should definitely be worried about.
Oh, I agree, it's a serious problem, but getting upset isn't really going to help us, is it?
It would show that you care.
Oh,
Of course I care. I love this place. I don't want to see anything bad happen to it, but I mean, what do you want me to do? I'm trying my best to get us staffed back up.
Sorry, James just rolled like he was like he just gave me press F to doubt, and so I rolled insight again.
Alright, let me roll another deception. And see.
can I also?
Yeah,
Sure.
can I roll?
Oh. It's a
Let's
21.
Oh, hell yes.
Unbeatable.
21 as well.
Oh gosh. 6. Kestrel
Six.
still cringe fail.
Kestrel's brain is just the DVD screensaver or whatever it is.
Mhm.
Just bouncing back and
Well,
forth.
he is also very pissed right now.
Yeah.
He's a little upset.
Kestrel's just mad, and this just sounds like how Bailey sounds usually.
Which is very upsetting.
The other two, Ezra and James, can tell that although she is trying her best to hide it, Bailey is a little bit frustrated with how pushy you are being on this issue and getting a little defensive. And maybe is not being the most truthful when she says she is doing everything she can to get you properly staffed with more security guards and get everything fixed.
What the fuck is your problem?
Ezra is
James!
Ezra is very upset by this because Ezra died from negligent managers essentially cutting corners.
Oh,
And
goodness.
This place is a place kids come to have fun. And you not doing the most you can to make sure this place is safe? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, James.
Spooky.
I think
Yeah,
Bailey like
James.
stands there blinking for a moment. And she's like, "What did you just say to me? You think I'm not trying my best to make this work? I mean,
Ah.
I know you just work in the kitchen, so maybe you don't know
Just
about
work in
how many people apply and how much budget I have to actually staff the things. And I mean, the staff butts are supposed to be half our security, but have you seen how those function? There's a lot of stuff that goes into this, okay?
He said what someone should have said to you long ago, because regardless of how hard it is, your lax attitude is getting people in trouble.
And Ezra seems very annoyed at her. Just
Ezra, chime in. Get in on the yelling at the negligent manager.
I died from a negligent manager. That machine that I'm in, my managers cut corners not so that I would die, but so that they could make an extra quick buck. And oh.
Yeah, Ezra. Good job.
Ezra is trying his best.
He's doing. They're doing so well.
Ezra, you can do it.
You are gonna cause you're gonna cause the death of someone if you don't step up.
Yeah.
Or do you not care about that?
Ooh. That was another deception if y'all want to roll insight again.
Yes. Yes, please.
Yes!
Yep.
25!
They really put the pressure on Bailey.
17. Get her ass.
Hold on.
Mhm.
I roll slow because my broken keyboard. 14.
Okay, so
Aw.
Kestrel again doesn't get it. Ezra is mostly caught up in emotions, but notices RaRa doesn't seem to be, like, heartbroken or especially moved by his passionate speech about his own death. And James, with a 25, RaRa is like, Bailey.
You mean
Bailey
Bailey?
is like, mhm,
Bailey.
we're not at. You don't know who that
Whoops.
is yet. But Bailey is like doing her best to keep a neutral face, but you can tell there's like a slight flicker. There are slight flickers where that falters, where you see anger and amusement.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. All right.
James. Get her
James,
ass.
get her ass. Get
Okay.
her ass. Get her ass.
This is when
Get
Bailey
her
should
ass.
pretend to take a call to get out of this.
Rip and tear.
Gosh dang it. Does a 10 hit?
Is he attacking
Oh!
her?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me check.
My guy.
It
Oh
does
my
not.
gosh!
Oh God. Oh.
No!
Oh.
That does
Uh,
not hit.
Okay, all right. You
Frick!
both of you, Ezra and and Kestrel just see James launch himself at Bailey, just and like in his hand he's got one of the jar rings and he's gonna try and go for a stab.
But as he does that, I feel like Bailey hears just like the slightest wrestling and dodges to the side as James lunges, so he's just lunging at empty air. And she's like,
How fucking dare you?
how dare I? You're the one that just tried to attack me. What the
You
heck?
think this is funny?
Mm.
You think kids dying is funny?
I think we might need to raise the angst warning to
Oh, we had to,
to
like,
high or
we're way past
extreme.
that
Like
now,
an
we're-
hour ago we had to.
Oh shit! Oh, that's a third.
What? Oh my
I'm
goodness.
trying to put my words
Oh
together.
God.
You think I think this is funny? Why would you accuse me of something like that? Seriously.
Don't fucking
people are
cry
getting hurt.
crocodile tears, you bitch.
Oh.
Ooh.
What is wrong with you?
What the hell is wrong with you?
I think even Kestrel at this point is like, James.
I'm just trying to do my job and keep a positive attitude for everyone else here.
Well, you're good. You doing your job isn't good enough.
Yeah, I think at this point she's gonna turn and start. Actually, she's gonna head right through that security door you guys are stood in front of, sort of like wiping at her eyes to wipe away tears. Like, it appears James was really upset her with this accusation.
James is just shaking. He's so pissed.
For him. He deserves to be pissed as a tree.
He does
She
deserve to
doesn't-
be pissed.
She doesn't care.
I think Kestrel's like, Kestrel's coming to James too, and just like, well, he wouldn't try. Normally, he'd try just hand on shoulder, but last time he did that, it didn't work out well. I don't know what he does, but he wants to comfort the man.
Nod and a thumbs up.
She doesn't care, guys. You don't have to believe me, but she doesn't care.
I 100% believe you.
You're right.
We gotta figure out something. Like, is there upper management that we could talk to about how she's not doing her job?
Good luck trying to get them to believe us, especially with the shit I just pulled. Fuck.
You did attempt to kill her. Or at least injure her.
I'm not supposed to kill. But sometimes I think people deserve it, especially if they're not going to change. And I don't know if she
Kestrel
will.
committed murder in the past.
Sorry, what was that?
Just muttering Kestrel who has committed murder in the past. He doesn't comment on it.
James just shakily putting the jar ring back in his pocket. I'm really scared for these kids.
I am too.
If you're head of security, you're supposed to care about the people you're protecting. Not thinking kids going missing is funny.
Hey, Kestrel knows Amelia. Kestrel knows Amelia died on property to a rabbit. He knows that kids are doing more than just going missing.
I think he might mutter that then, actually.
Can I roll
What's
perception?
he muttering exactly?
Just pretty much what you said, it's more than just going missing.
Can I roll perception for that?
I'm rolling perception.
So am I.
You can both perception.
Thank
yeah.
fuck. Holy shit. That is a 22. Why did
What does a 12 get James? Like, does he hear it?
I think he hears Kestrel mutter something. Ezra hears it loud and clear.
What did you say, Kestrel?
What do you mean by that?
What did you say? Ezra, what did he say?
He's gonna just give me a second. He's gonna say it. He's gonna repeat it. It's more than just missing.
James kind of just rolls around and punches the wall.
No, fair.
Poor Nova.
He doesn't know.
She's had
I know.
worse.
He doesn't. Kestrel visibly winces when you punch the wall.
His back was turned. He doesn't know. He's gonna be so sorry when he finds out.
Oh,
Oh.
it's okay.
Fuck.
Yeah, Kestrel visibly. Yeah, Kestrel just visibly winces when you punch the wall, and Ezra asked what he meant by that.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Kestrel will. Hold on, my words left me a second. Give me a sec.
Mm-hmm.
Kestrel would probably try and briefly explain the nightlight situation.
The nightlight?
You might need to explain that actually, because I don't know how many people here are familiar with the nightlight situation. Or I can summarize if you want.
Since my words are having a little bit of a heart attack, if you would.
Yeah, basically, a little while ago, Kestrel was trying to help Ajax with something. They wound up getting sucked into an arcade game. There was already someone in there, a little girl named Amelia, who, said she was a ghost and her death had something to do with a rabbit.
Yep. That's it.
I'm emotions.
Oh.
James just kind of breathes in, breathes out, and is just fuck.
Kestrel just nods.
Yeah, that's the
Damn
best
it.
way to sum up this game is fuck.
Kestrel, how much training does it have to be to become a security guard?
Good peckin' question.
Not a
I
lot
don't
at
know.
all.
No, not a lot.
Of course,
think
with
he just
Bailey
says,
in
like-
charge, I'm not.
I think you just say like embarrassingly little.
Great. Okay. I'm gonna apply as soon as we get our wits about us, and I'll start pulling shifts. As soon
I
as
have
I
a
get
legitimate
approved.
question, though. It does not need to be answered at this moment, but if Bailey is in charge of hiring security guards,
Oh
would
fuck, you're
she have
right.
a reason to allow the application of the guy who tried to stab her?
I mean,
Oh,
Yeah, Kestrel
that's true.
winces.
Dang it. James shot himself in the foot there.
I like the idea of security guard James though, so I'm gonna say, since he already works here, the application process is a little bit different. It might be going through
Yes.
Marie instead as a transfer additional duties instead of a full-on hiring thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah! Woo!
Woo!
I think
Woo, security
Kestrel
guard
still winces.
James.
Kestrel still winces, and he probably will say, he will say, "You'll be working under her
I know.
if she reports." Yeah, just leave it at that, I guess.
It's a risk I gotta take.
He understands. He nods. Ezra now knows they're not the only ghost possessing an arcade cabinet, too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Ezra's probably gonna have to ask some more questions about that, either to Ajax or to Kestrel.
Yeah. Kestrel would answer questions.
James wants to ask Ezra what arcade game he's attached to.
Oh.
But that can be like an FPS or something.
It's one that's a little bit closer to the arcade back room.
That'd be a good FPS.
Oh yes, it
Mhm.
would be.
Wowie.
Oh wowee, zowie.
Y'all wrapping it up in here?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Mm.
Didn't Kestrel have a couple questions?
Oh, he does have questions for Ezra, but part of me feels like that should maybe be an FPS too.
Okay.
That might make for an interesting FPS.
Mhm.
I would.
Yee. So I'm gonna switch the camera view a little bit to follow Bailey, who runs into the staff tunnels making a big deal of crying, and then when she's pretty sure she's out of sight, just of course immediately back to her usual self. Uh she does like a second glance back. Uh before heading to a camera dead spot and benefits of tunes quick change back into the RaRa outfit and heads down to find HareWire.
Yeah, HareWire hasn't really
A
left the
picnic.
office area. I think he banged on the door enough that the door actually went up, and now he's just chilling in the office chair. I like to imagine he had been following like the others on their way out and watched a little bit of the drama that happened. Like he couldn't hear anything said probably, but like, oh, that kid tried to stab that lady. Wow.
Yeah, he might be more trouble than I thought.
Oh, RaRa, you're back.
I'm back. So, what'd you think? Was it fun?
Oh, oh, I don't even have words for it. It was the most fun I've had in years.
I'm so glad to hear it. I don't know if we'll get away with pulling this exact sort of stunt again, but we'll come up with something new.
Oh yes, I think we should keep things fresh. It's just so nice to have a captive audience, and he kind of gestures to various screens in the security office, showing different parts of the PartyPlex of different employees going about their duties.
Hmm. I think she looks at the screen for a moment and was like, "So, you were there. You were closer than I was. Were they scared?"
Oh, they were scared out of their minds.
Hmm. You think your other friends might be interested in playing with us next time?
Oh yes, yes, I do believe they will be interested.
Oh, excellent. We're going to have so much fun together.
Yes. Oh, and I think he stands up from his chair and like almost reaches to hug you, but then kind of stops because middle endoskeleton, and he kind of like awkwardly puts his hands on his hips instead and says, "Oh, it's just so good to have a best friend again."
Aww. I think actually when he stops and doesn't lean in to hug her, she'll close the distance and lean in to hug him instead.
Yeah, that kid's like he just smiles so happy for a second. He doesn't look like an evil psychopath, but instead just someone who just is genuinely touched by that.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah. And after a moment, she pulls back and is like, "Oh, I know. I haven't had a friend like you ever, I think."
People like us are one in a million.
Ah. You're right. And now that we've found each other, gonna get up to all sorts of stuff.
Oh, I can't wait to hear what you have planned next, RaRa.
Well, I'm still working out the details, but we got a little more work to do first anyway. How's the mask?
Oh, it fits like a glove, and he reaches up to touch the plastic mask on his face. Plastic rubbery mask.
I'm so glad. I mean, there's a lot of endo castings and mask and material for making the outer shells here, but nothing quite like your face. But since that worked out, let the others know. I'll have some gifts for them soon if they want them.
Ooh, I think they'll appreciate it. Anything that helps along getting our bodies back in shape.
Of course, I'm happy to be able to help. That said, you might want to keep a low profile for a little bit. I think that punchy one is pretty determined to figure out what's going on down here and, oh, might be a little bit violent.
Yeah, that kid, wow. Honestly, I thought I would have to worry more about Mr. Ghosty Boasty, but nah, little Red Hood guy. Has some spunk. But also a lot of fear.
Yeah, he's got a pretty unassuming look to him. I wasn't expecting that much from him. That much of a fight or that much terror.
Yeah, he looks like someone who's been through a lot.
You think?
That makes him an interesting target.
Interesting is right. I get the feeling we're going to be seeing a lot more of him.
I hope so. His fear was delicious.
Glad to hear it. Anyway, I gotta run along and clean up some loose ends, but I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
And out she heads. She's got a little cleaning up to do before competent security guards get down here.
I'm saying Kestrel's not competent.
I mean, look at the job he did tonight. He didn't catch her.
I think as they go separate ways, HareWire slinks back into the darkness of the basement. He probably pulls off the rubber mask for now and hides it so he looks like a normal Indo a fairly normal Indo. They're starting to look what looks like various wires kind of wrapping around his fingers and such, giving off the appearance of barbed wire. Just a little.
Ooh. Fun.
But no one will notice that if they don't look too closely. Alright, I think we're good to end it here then.
Delicious.
Delicious. I
Yeah.
am
That
sitting
was-
here and vibrating.
That went better than I thought.
Ezra's back at the arcade cabinet, probably just hanging out, trying to heal, because they took, what, 11 points of damage or something. No,
17.
Oh, I forgot Kestrel.
way more than
17 total, I think.
that. Yeah,
Ouchie.
17.
I forgot Kestrel took 10 damage for a second there. Ouchies.
Youch.
Youch.
Anything else,
James is
people?
gonna have a lot to talk to Eggs about.
So much.
Who ended up with
And
the note?
Ezra, I think, still?
What's up?
Who has the
The
note?
note.
I do.
Yeah.
You got the note.
Should get it to Harlequinette. That would be
Oh.
fun.
Oh
I think it could
boy.
also be interesting if it ends up with eggs, but
Oh yeah.
Ooh, which would be more interesting?
Take a photo and send it to both people.
I think before
Oh,
they
I-
part ways, James would take a photo of
Yeah.
the note.
Yeah.
Good.
Ezra will also take a picture and probably send it to the security bots and eggs.
So Kestrel will also get a picture of it, I think, on his little flip phone.
Nokia.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know why,
Kestrel and James handshake.
but I picture
Aw.
Kestrel's phone with like a little like key charm dangler of a cake.
Oh,
Oh.
that might be a recent development.
Oh.
Aww.
That might be a recent addition. Oh. Wowie.
Oh, man, what a
Wowie zowie.
game.
Indeed. Are we good to sign off and end the recording?
I
I
think so,
believe we
yeah.
are.
So,
Alright.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for
Thank
playing.
you. The horrors.
The
Yay.
horrors.
The horrors. Bye, Cecil.
Bye, people.
Bye, Cecil.
Bye, Cecil.
Bye, Cecil. Have fun.
Did you
Bye,
enjoy
Cecil.
content of your baby girl? Did you enjoy content of your baby girl?
Did you enjoy the nourishment? Did you enjoy the slop? The nourishment? Hell yes.
HareWire wasn't the only one who got fed today.
Mm.
Alright,
Bye.
bye.
Bye.